2nd.
So like an hour?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Wade. Why do you have to ruin life?
We're just gonna sit here silently and
I'm okay with that. I like being silent.
oh, that's cool. I guess we'll just not talk then for a little bit.
Hi guys, how you doing tonight?
You ruined it.
I'm doing well, but I can see that you're not.
That was a little weak, Wade. Come on.
Ooh. Luckily, Rosin sent me chocolate. Thank you, Rosin. This will help me get through Wade.
Get through Wade?
I hope there's like some laxative mixed in there, like Van Wilder style.
Get Wade through you.
Halfway through the
like-
stream, you're just shitting in a trash can off camera.
Roll for Brittany to show up with embarrassing stories about Scott. She actually showed up at the beginning of one of my recent streams. I played 2 Crowns the other day, and she showed up earlier and just sat around and I don't know. She was saying, I went upstairs for a second. I come down and she's talking about my underwear drawer, and I was like, what is going on? I was like, you're not allowed to be alone with the microphone anymore. Like you're banished. So
I don't know if banished is the right word.
and now I should delete that.
Seemed
VOD.
like awkward whitey tighty speedo drawer kind of.
no.
Yeah.
Not yet.
always-
Maybe Rory's got a couple more
Give it
years.
like a year or two.
No tidy whities. Then they can see the skin stains. You know what I'm saying?
Skin stains.
Skid.
What?
Ah,
You
that's a
said
different.
skin.
Yeah, I did too.
I heard skin stains. I was like,
Skin
what?
see where my
is-
human skin peels off.
Yes.
Well,
So last week was crazy.
I watched it today.
It was really unfortunate that you and
You guys
Rena
got a
had to
room.
miss it, man. Oh.
I got to do 3 actions in one round.
We did in the form of a curse.
Yeah, you guys got 3 runes. They're all epic. I saw it.
Yeah. It was a
We're all-
crazy
Well,
Crazy
being
thing.
as Kelly rolled a natty 20 and I'm the DM, we actually have 4 greater runes.
Rita-
And Scott's character died suddenly of an aneurysm. I did roll that. It's unfortunate.
Rita,
Can we get some F's in chat, please?
did you catch the session 0 or no?
I've been working.
No, you're good. You're good. You're
literally
good.
every day. I wish I
How
had time to
freaking
catch
dare
up.
you.
Witcher
How
hates us.
dare you.
Confirmed.
No,
Wow.
I'm just so busy. This
We
is
let her
literally
get the
busiest
final
time.
hit on that vampire and she couldn't even watch her episode 0.
I'm sorry.
You could have been watching from that Twitch pillow back there.
I have one of
Probably
those.
if I were home.
They
I
just give them.
At work.
They give them to everybody, man.
I don't have a Twitch
Oh,
pillow.
Okay,
Oh,
that was
yes.
an unfortunate jinx.
I got a TwitchCon.
Same, dude.
I got
Yeah.
conned to TwitchCon. And by that I mean I
Same.
paid to go to
I spent
TwitchCon.
all my money.
I got figured by Freddy.
Fazbear?
So last week we didn't die. Our characters get to live into the future, and this week we are in. Are we still in the cave? We still in the cave?
Okay.
No, we killed everything in the cave. Well, actually, I guess that's where we left off.
Yeah, I was gonna say 'cause I haven't rolled the heal yet. And I haven't recharged my shit shots and all that.
I don't know how much I needed to heal because
I'm almost
of
dead.
our session 0. I just reset everything, but I don't think I was like near death.
Did you even get hit?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
it
you
last
did. You got
on
the.
me.
It was like 5 HP then, because you only got
Yeah,
hit
no,
like the
I
one
was
time.
gonna say I probably lost like
It was
10%
5
of
because
my health.
you and I were down the same amount. Then when it hit Rena, it did like 7, and Scott laughed at her because she took more damage than you and I did.
Yeah.
When is
That's
Scott
not-
not laughing at me?
Right now, I think you're a wonderful person. I think you work
Oh,
hard.
see, look at you.
I think your husband has to come through the door behind you and start dancing.
No, he
And
won't do it.
I expect what we call a germain. If you want to know what a germain is, you have to watch Flight of the Conchords and see the character Germain, and do the dance he does during "It's business time." Did you? None of you guys watch Flight of the Conchords?
No, I'm not that big into music.
I watch good shows.
Flight of the Conchords is epic. It's really like.
I use Steam a lot more than Epic.
Wow.
You guys ever try launching a game from Discord, the Discord library?
Oh, God, it's
One.
terrible.
Tem.
Discord has a library.
You bought Temtem from Discord?
I think that was the only way to get it at one point.
No, yeah, at one point there was, yeah. Unless you were a backer. Like, I was a backer and I got to choose if I
I
wanted
played
it on Discord or
quarterback.
Steam.
Oh, I bought it on Steam for like $15.
Well, yeah, but before it came out on Steam, it was a Discord exclusive for like a couple
Can't
of
believe
months.
that.
Did I say quarterback? That's a lie. I used to be a tight end, but now I'm a wide receiver. You know what I mean?
That's
We actually already knew that, Wade. It's not
Your
disgusting.
tailbone
I
surgeries will
support
do
it.
that to you.
All right, so where did we leave off, Rita, when you were last here? Witcher. Going in and searching that cave, right?
Yep. mhm.
Okay. Well, because we want to finish up with exactly where we left off, and because before we started this session, 2 find herbs were actually clicked from the redemption, we can actually
Yeah.
tack on to what you guys had found when searching through the cave last time, and then we'll kind of like finish that up. So I don't know if you have your little cheat sheet that I made open for you.
I do.
All right, cool. Let's do 2 more find herbs, and we'll get that going. I'm gonna click herb.
Oh, another 20. Good rolls for Rena. Natty 20.
90, 20. That's
And it's from
a
Lancelot. Lancelot doesn't roll well ever.
Oh, I don't have chat open. This is
In
the
fact,
first
that's
time
the
I don't
first roll I've ever seen Lancelot roll that's over a 5. That's impressive.
Wow, there's already stuff on Twitter. Treadmill is just on top of it today.
really treadmill.
Found,
Jesus.
I saw it.
Who?
It's in the
Kidding,
Discord
everyone knows
too.
him.
What'd you got? Rebus Philbin and Vermilion City. That's where you get the Thunder badge.
Okay, well, I can't really. I'm not gonna check Twitter because I just got a brand new phone today, and I'm like, I don't have anything downloaded, so I'm not gonna
You see
even
it?
look. I can't.
What
It's
is it?
upstairs. Yeah, iPhone 12. So Rebus, Rena, do me a favor. Actually, no, don't
I
do me a
wish
favor.
I hadn't looked.
Okay.
You actually find another death dust inside there,
Okay.
as well as bum 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 bum. Ooh, a little bit of phosphorus.
Sweet.
That's
Okay.
exactly what we needed to make something, but I don't remember what it was.
Death dust though.
Death,
Thunderbolt
dust, and
go.
phosphorus. I'm pretty sure that's all the ingredients you need to make
Thunderbolt?
cinnamon rolls.
Thunderbolt.
Perfect. Oh, another
Napalm?
one. Okay, I see. Can I change this?
Yep, just make it a
No.
two.
I can. Okay, and then you said phosphorus. Okay, got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you looking at a different herb thing than I am? Because I see Rebus and Vermilion.
Yeah, death dust is rebus and vermilion is phosphorus.
It's underneath them.
Why do we call it different names? That confuses all
No,
There's
no,
a
so-
category of ingredients.
Correct. So like rebus is cadaverine, death dust, winestone, wing membrane, celadine, cementor jaw, han.
I only know
stones of
Paladine.
wise. Oh, Jesus.
What is
Oh, boy.
K-birth?
Yeah, but did you go to her wedding? I hear it was amazing. I heard it was a great wedding. Had an awesome theme to it. It was fun. It was fun. I
Was
was in
it
the,
filled with butter?
do you know about the wedding or no?
No.
Oh, it was a thing. She got in trouble for it. Without detracting for too long, it was
Here we go.
a slavery themed wedding.
You can stop there.
Exactly.
Yep, that's enough.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Paladine.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight, guys. Thank you for coming to the stream.
Yep.
I think we should state that Paula Dean will not be coming back to our show.
No. No.
We'll be dying
No.
in a hole.
Yeah. She's terrible. But anyways, moving on. We Kelly is also rolling more ones. So last time you guys played, as Rena was saying, you guys were inside of the cave. Rena, thank you so much for that excellent recap, and thank you for doing it as coach. So you guys actually went to the what's his name? Imber's. You went to Imber's place of like work where he went and like worked on people. Honestly, it's a dirty barn with a bunch of dirty rags and some parts. And when you guys went there, you did a little bit of research into his journal, so on and so forth, and discovered that he is that there seems to be a bit of a pattern with all of these like vampire like creatures, that they seem to get a taste for an in particular person and they just hone in on it, which is something you also recognize the day or whatever, or a couple of days beforehand, with Rena being hunted down by that one Alp. And then you ended up using this to your advantage to get the creature that you were fighting inside that cave that you eventually went to underneath of a bridge. No trolls. Wade. And got it to chase Rena out and into the sunlight, or almost into the sunlight. Everybody kind of like ganged up on it and beat it up. And Rena got her first successful attack against the creature and killed it. So, you know, she was super helpful.
She hit it twice, and she hit
You
one
had
of
it
the little
twice,
like,
dude.
things.
I'm kidding with you.
Yeah, like
Rena.
once at the beginning and then once at the end.
I mean, it was literally only twice, but you know,
So-
more than
It was
once.
like huddled into a corner, like I'm sleeping, and she was like, "Oh yeah, ah!"
The
Our
only
witch
way
I
I
forgot to
could
draw
spent a lot
my
of
sword.
time with the Benny Hill theme playing, running away while we like bop it in the head with things.
God, poor Rena. Poor Rena.
Eventually, the roles have to turn around, or she'll die. You know.
That is the thing.
Guess I'll die.
What's your character's name again?
You tell me.
That was good. That was good. Points for The Witcher.
Points?
5
We're
points
all
for
leveling?
Gryffindor.
Are we all getting levels?
No, it's only the session like 3.
Can't believe
This
we're
is
all
like
leveling.
6, but you know.
Yeah, but
whatever.
we only really play for about half a session, so.
Whose fault is that, Scott? Oh, let me go on this little side tangent about weddings.
I'm gonna blame it on Ethan Hunt.
Damn you, wherever you are. Isn't that the guy from Aaron
Is that
Brockovich? No, that's not it. Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
No, I thought he
sounds
was
right.
Ethan Sage or something like that. No, it is Ethan Hunt. You're right.
And Ethan Hunt.
I have no
He's
idea who the hell you
yeah,
guys are talking
that's
about.
Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible.
It's just Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise
oh.
playing Tom Cruise playing some guy taller than Tom Cruise.
Taller than Tom Cruise. So that's like anybody but Scott.
Short people, man, they have a tough time being short. It's unfortunate.
Listen, okay.
One day. Don't
Why is this-
keep dreaming, Scott.
So Rena got some drugs, and we found another rune, right? Do we have a rune reward
We
button?
have like 80 runes now. Yeah.
You found one rune.
I
Another
think
one?
I think
Yes.
you another.
One,
Wow,
two.
we found another one.
Oh,
Jeez,
did I
we're
tell you what
9
kind of-
runes.
I told you what kind of rune it was before, right?
Yeah.
I believe I did.
Svarog.
Yeah, you said it was a greater rune of something.
I don't think I said greater.
Yeah, you said
It was
greatest.
ultimate. It was ultimate supreme.
I guess
Yeah,
it was a
that-
regular
Svarog
one.
rune.
No, it wasn't.
It was of LR tier.
Yeah, legendary rare rune.
Yep, it's
Yeah, it
it's
got-
Svarog. Yep. It was a regular rune, not a greater rune of Svarog. Yes, you were correct.
It actually got graded as a 10.
It came back from PSA.
Yeah. It's a
Gem
10.
Mint 10. Okay.
It won the Miss Milfgard pageant.
The rune did?
Treadmill, can we just get a rune with
Curvy rune.
Nilfgaard pageant? A sash. Sorry.
Can we add that? Can you add your own?
Can that be an emote?
No.
That'd be such a bad emote.
I was gonna say, can you make
Terrible.
your own video filters yet on Zoom? No, you can't add your own yet. That'd be funny. Oh well. All right. So
I wanna use my second wind and heal.
that's fine. Yeah, you can do that immediately because you're so injured, right?
Well, I mean,
Wait,
I imagine we're gonna go
wait,
rest
wait,
up
wait,
because our
wait,
witch is
wait,
about
wait.
to be dead. What?
Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna say, since this is continuing from our last time, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Scott. Since we did our past session, I kind of like accidentally may have wiped all of my stuff.
Doesn't
I
matter
don't-
because you were uninjured from that combat, and
Well, I had
honestly,
5 health missing.
you're not going to You're
I'm not gonna
be,
die, but I wanted to heal them.
Yep, and honestly, again, I think you used all of your healing spells trying to keep Rena alive this
I did,
combat.
I did,
Yeah,
yeah, I
So
did.
you're fine, but during a rest, you can actually help them. Anybody who expends an HD during the rest, you can assist them anyways.
Oh, okay,
So-
cool.
Milfgard, the science bard.
But-
Milf.
and by the way, what's his name over there? Can also assist people while they're doing a rest. So Messy can as well. So I imagine your characters are going to sit under the bridge and just kind of contemplate and discuss what it was that had transpired, because we didn't really get to do that last time because combat ran over time last time. But one of the things I want you to, before you kind of get into the RP or discussion, Rena, as they pull out the rune and you're quickly able to identify this Wade as being a Svarog rune. Rena, you actually can read Elder Speech. So when you look at the rune, could you go ahead and roll me a knowledge check? And actually, you can roll one as well, Wade, because of your race's background, your race's ability. So you get to click the special one that you get because of your race.
Can we just
Can you
work
say-
together to give her like an advantage or something?
Nope, you guys can roll independently.
It's
Are you talking
knowledge,
intelligence? Is that what you mean?
It's whatever. It's a history check.
investigation.
Okay, history.
History, yeah.
Does
And
this count as my boosted history? thing?
that's what I was
This isn't-
saying. Yep, you get your racial one. Yep.
How do I roll that with the bonus?
I think it's actually already built into your character sheet.
Oh,
Right hand side, special abilities, somewhere in there. Oh, Rena!
damn.
Rena!
Wow,
Did
Rena.
Rena break the curse? Rena, are you with us? Rena, can we see you?
It's the new camera
actually
angle
a
breaking
great
curse,
Oh,
I
dude.
don't
yes.
know. Let's hope.
Yes. All right. Every time you roll a natty 20, I want Cryptic to run in behind you and start dancing.
Does this work?
You're not gonna get it.
Why not?
You're gonna have to bring it up with him.
Or every time you roll
see, he
natty
said
1,
nope.
he does that gif of the guy leaning out eating a sandwich, be like, oh well. 19
You
and
rolled
a
better
21.
than me. It's done. The curse is
What?
broken.
What?
You get your legs and your voice, Ariel.
Yes.
So two things happen. Because Rena, you guys chose crits in this game, right? I believe you
We
did.
did.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
did.
you did. So two things happened. Wade, you're actually able to identify, as is Rena, that the Svarog rune actually goes by an additional name. There's another kind of way of grouping the different runes. The Svarog rune is also known as a moon rune. So a moon rune, it has to do more with a difference, like elder culture, like what it is that they are able to do, what it is that the significance of the moon rune is. Moon rune actually, as you already knew, it helped like penetrating to harm. It's like a penetration, so it helps to harm monsters a bit more. But what you guys are actually able to know, and this is both of you, are able to know that the moon rune. Trying to commentate. The moon rune.
Penetrating the moon rune. I got you, Scott. Keep going. Keep
God,
going.
While we're
I
in
can see the
Milfgard.
camera. I can see the. You,
No,
now
you
you're gonna
can't.
you're gonna get the label that says "I see you" on top of the cannon now. Oh. So
Keep telling us about the moon's penetration.
so
I'm interested.
it actually allows silver weapons to be enhanced to be as though they're a greater tier of silver. So if you actually use this on weaker silver, or if you use it on like moderate silver, it acts it as though it's a more powerful version of it. If you actually use a decent amount of these moon runes, or a decent quality degree of caliber of these moon runes, you can actually put them into steel. And steel can actually help to harm the monsters that are susceptible to silver as well. And,
Not
like,
her steel blade.
it enhances
Nothing's
enhances
helping
their
that thing.
allergy. But Rena, what you discover as well with your 21, with your natty 20 there, that with these runes, if you actually place them into a blade during a full moon, like if you're actually using them and like crafting them into a blade during a full moon, it'll actually give them an enhanced feature for a few days afterwards. It'll actually act as though the next rune above, because it's a moon rune. So, yeah, for a
Is
few
that like
days
a
afterwards.
one-time only?
No.
thing, or-
Yeah. So if it's crafted into if it's like placed into a silver blade, which you can do often, you can pop those out and put those in.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
You got
Oh,
3
that's kinda
slots
cool.
in that blade.
How many did we find? Just one.
One rune. Yep.
Okay.
You have 3 slots, and with steel blades, it has to be crafted into the blade, so it's stuck there forever.
How do I add that to like my character sheet?
You just write moon rune
Just
or
like put it as like an item that I've got.
yep, or
If you're
Svarog
adding
rune.
it, I will delete it because I had it on mine before, but it's for your blade. So can you pop it in, or do I need to pop it in?
Either one of you can pop it in to the silver blade. Steel blades, however, Wade, you're gonna have to craft those for her.
Right.
With the minute.
Is there a roll to put this in, or can you just like?
I think it's pretty easy because
Nope.
you already made the slot for it.
Correct, because you crafted it well. It's very easy.
Out of the silver blade, yeah.
I
The
will
steel one, you
remove
haven't
this
made
from
a
my
s-
sheet. Then how do I?
And to be
You
clear,
haven't made a steel blade yet, have you?
no. haven't.
correct. And the two of them cannot do this. It's just Wade and Rena because of their skill. So they can pop it in and pop it out, no problem.
So
The others have a chance of breaking
One
it.
last question: if she goes ahead and pops it in, how does it affect the stats on her sword and stuff? Like how does that show?
So remember how I was talking about the 3 different calibers of silver, the different qualities of silver? If she pops this into that blade, it actually enhances it to make it the next quality of silver. So remember the one that you were too nice to steal? You can actually now put this in there and it's like that quality. Or if you want to break down her old silver blade and see if you can like recycle that into another weaker blade, you can pop it into that and it acts as though it's the one she currently has. So which could be useful if you're trying to put a silver sword into somebody else's hands. Or you could try to scrap the silver and use it for something else, or try to purify it and make it a higher quality so she can have like somebody can have a dagger, or maybe you can make arrowheads out of it, whatever you want to do. Which I thought you were looking toward more towards the arrowhead bit or bolt head bit.
I mean, maybe crossbow bolts or just having some extra silver to. I imagine I would need silver to repair her blade over time.
Yeah, one of the things about making these blades is it's very, very. So the fact that they gave you that amount of silver was kind of a kind thing, because you can't just like take coins and melt them down because they're not pure silver. Like you have to take a lot of coins and melt down a fuck ton of coins, or buy the silver in its more pure state. So, luckily for you, you're actually good at discerning the metallurgy, so you're not going to be screwed over by some random merchant. Cool. So, Rena, you realize this, and the two of you, I imagine, have a little bit of RP. Well, you don't necessarily have to do it in character if you want, but out of character at the very least, understands, oh, there's a Svarog rune. This is good for her. She's like, actually, did you know, or maybe you keep it to yourself. That's between the two of you. Do you care to RP that moment just to get into the character, or?
No, that's okay.
Okay, so your characters have that little bit of a exchange of information, but I also imagine as you're taking your hour's rest, and you discussed that in other things, you might want to recount what it was that you had just fought, what your plan is next, and obviously, Rena, you had, I believe, taken some parts out of this creature.
Did we already take care of that last time or no?
Oh, did you roll for that?
I don't know.
I thought
I don't
she
know.
did.
I don't remember it, but maybe.
Oh, I'm actually scrolling up, and I see investigation, Smith's tools, sleight of hand. I actually don't see her rolling her what's it called?
Mistake. I thought she did.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
I think he said we would take care of it next
Oh, okay.
time. So
Yeah, I think I was trying to blast off quickly for you guys. So yeah, you actually get to have a roll a survival check.
okay.
Wow.
And what is this, a vampire, right? Yeah.
No, never mind. Short-lived.
She's back again.
Don't you
So-
still have an inspiration from Pat though?
No, you do.
Well, no, that was from episode 0, but she had it. I thought from.
She has luck dice.
I think I used it.
Oh, okay.
She
have
has
luck
luck
dice.
dice. And then you guys get to know how many you have.
9.
Cool. So what I told you beforehand is that you will always automatically succeed on things like after fighting specific beasts because you're a witcher, right? The skill roll is just to see if you can get any additional stuff from it. So you're going to be able to pull something off of this. I'll get it to you in a second. Why don't you guys start your conversation first about what your kind of like your plan is as I discern what it is that you get off of this creature.
Gross guts.
That didn't run.
What was?
Gross guts. That's nuts.
Jeez.
No,
I don't remember what Derb. I've been talking all day. There you go. There's Derb.
I mean, I imagine that like once we finish fighting these things, obviously we're kind of under the bridge, like Scott had said. You would see Atelia just kind of going over the bodies, like searching through the cave, picking things over, maybe looking at something and being like, nah, like tossing it over her shoulder, kind of. And then eventually she would regroup with you and say to kind of everybody, I appreciate the help. There were more of them than I expected.
That was interesting. Like Derb's kind of like leaning up against like a cave wall, probably like slinking down, like catching his breath, like the adrenaline wearing off. That was something.
Dorian would kind of kick in, just kind of irritated with the freaking bats, just something, and he would kind of like in a temper tantrum, just frustrated, like it was all over me. I hate it, kind of a thing.
I don't
He
know
was
why
just
acting like something's
mild-
wrong. You could add that to your next song.
There will be no singing of this. You can see that he's just incredibly flustered and frustrated over the fact that something clinged onto the back of him he couldn't get off.
Derb would walk over to like it would like bit your back of your neck, right? Derb would walk over to you and like look at the back of your neck and be like, "You've got quite the scar to show for it."
Where? And he just got like I'm trying to see.
Can I roll to see if any of my crossbow bolts are redeemable? I think I fired like 4.
If they're not magical, they break immediately. If they're magical, they have a chance. Or if they're like
You did shoot the main. You shot the main thing, the main vampire thing with a poison one, didn't you? Would that be magical?
Oh, sorry. If you hit it, they break. If they don't hit, if you miss it, they have a chance of being recovered.
But I missed one shot. I think I used my.
Roll a d4 if you really care about your 1 copper piece bolt.
I do.
It's good to get in the habit in case you have valuable bolts that you don't want to
We
lose.
don't leave evidence.
Haha!
Hey, you got it.
I don't know how many. I didn't really keep track of how many I shot. I think I fired like 4.
I thought you shot like 3 or 4.
Yeah. So now I'm back up to 17.
Oh, they were.
Back up to 17. You're worried about 1.
Yes.
All right, man.
No offense, but you know, with the way we roll, we need everything we can have.
What's up, Rena?
Didn't we gather last time that there were a lot of these in this particular area, but it just thought it was due to like some sort of curse? I think that's what we kind of determined, right?
Yeah, you wanted to investigate one of these things to figure out the curse. I believe.
That's right. That's what it was. What do I have to roll for that?
To determine how many there are, you're saying?
Or just to kind of see what other information I can gather based off of, like, because going into this, you said like, you know, I'd have to take down like 1 or several. Of them.
You guys are going to want to do an investigation check on this one. So, and you can actually have Messy because he's really good at like cutting things open and diagnosing things as well. He's Messy doctor. He can actually give you advantage on this, or the better of the two of you can. I suppose Rena has to roll; she's the Witcher, but he gives you advantage.
Okay.
You're welcome.
You could be
Thanks.
consulting
I need
as
it.
you're hacking things open.
Investigation, you said?
Well, he might be like, hold on, I have steadier hands or something like that. You know? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Would it be medicine? Okay.
I really hope that she said, "Can you give me a hand?" Because Derb would make an undertone comment like, "Quite the hand that is, too." We're calling your like horrible claws. And you, like, rip the
Oh
thing
yeah,
apart.
I
Hey,
forgot about
it's been
that.
a
Well,
minute
we were
since
the
I've
only
seen
ones
some
that's.
flippers, right?
You were the only one that saw that, right? Because I was running away. I missed it.
Yeah, I think so.
I saw the monster claws.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Derb saw it. Nobody else did. I think Atalia was inside the cave.
Did the character sheet update?
Why? What did something change?
My money and weight looks different.
Oh, yeah. Yep, it did. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We noticed that last week.
Oh yeah, it is.
Quick
bigger, yeah.
question: before you decide to roll a luck dice or not, is 20 the threshold or is 21 the threshold?
You wouldn't know. Or to DC to learn stuff.
My
Do you
advice is
think
use a luck
20's not
dice.
good enough?
I mean, we have plenty of luck dice.
You
Yeah,
can
just
look-
use
I
another
guess
luck
so.
dice. I feel like getting over 20 means more than having 20.
22.
I don't know.
The higher
Okay.
the better. We have a lot of luck dice right now.
I feel like it's
anyway.
like 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 20. I feel like that's the...
I normally hear it as 5, 10, 15, 20, but
Oh yeah, which means 21 would be better than 20.
Okay. So,
Next tier up.
so you ma'am, when you go in there and you start like cutting through these things and checking them out and investigating them, so on and so forth, just kind of check the details, and she's not just looking over them and trying to find out you're looking to find out like what they've eaten recently, trying to see like what patterns they've had, where they've been, so on and so forth.
Besides us, you mean?
But you're also trying to discern. That just clicked. The magic that might be on them. You're trying to actually like see this thing. You take every medallion, kind of hovering over them. You're really just trying to check out what is the matter with these creatures, and you're starting to get the impression there is definitely some curse, something that is on them. The idea that these, even though they're lesser, these lesser vampires are just hunting the same prey over and over and over again. Well, first and foremost, that's strange. They don't do that.
Talented, sexy people. It's crazy.
They don't do that. They don't just hunt the same thing. They usually will make a myriad of prey. By hunting the same one over and over again, it's putting themselves in harm's way. But also, secondly, it also explains why there's still so many of them in the area. Yes. You heard the rumors. Geralt had been in the past before. There's something that transpired with the siege of the city. But that doesn't mean that the vampires are just going to move in and stay here. They're not necessarily pack creatures. Some of these ones are, the plumards that fly around, those are. But Felders aren't really pack creatures. Sometimes they'll travel in groups, but this is ridiculous. The sheer number of them that are around this place, and in Alp too. There's something kind of like holding them here, and you believe it's a curse. As to what the root of that curse is, you're not sure. The easiest way to discern this sort of a thing is to find out, I suppose, the perimeter by which these attacks happen to be. Maybe then you can try to find out the epicenter, like whatever might be in the center of this. Though somebody might guess, oh, the city, like that might be an easy quick
Herman,
guess
is
right
that
there.
you?
Hurry to the civil center.
It is in the city.
Um,
I will find you, and I will kill you.
So, Jesus Christ. So you could just check out the city or find out where the perimeter is to find out the center of this. Or it could be something else entirely that's causing it. Unfortunately, you don't have that answer right now, but you are pretty friggin' certain it's a curse that's causing this to happen. It's not just like a hunger or a mutation within the creatures themselves.
Okay.
I don't know how you two would kind of discuss this with each other and so on.
Well, I mean, she would, if we're all here, she would tell everyone. But it's not normal for these creatures to group in so many numbers. Well, for some of them, it isn't anyway. The presence of the Alp to the north. Is that the north of here? I don't remember what direction that was.
Right.
There's a
Scott
map.
doesn't know.
No, there's a map that I use consistently.
Scott doesn't know.
No,
Yeah, it's 6 months north of here.
I know exactly. I know exactly where it is.
I do want you guys to know that's what we were doing all last week. We're like, oh, you mean the town just about a month from here? Cool. Half a
1
day's
mile?
trip.
That'll
Several
take us
years.
a year.
It's actually northeast of where you are.
Northeast. That's an extra
about
minute away.
You're about a
That's
half
15
day's,
miles.
You're about a half day's ride west and somewhat north
Day.
of where Wade was crafting
You're about
before.
4 new
That's a
sessions
quarter
before.
mile.
which is the better part of a day, all the way back to the inn or where the Alp is.
Downhill both ways.
So since you're all mounted, if you guys ride hard for one day, one long day,
Right hard in MILF Garden.
it's the
you can get back to the cockatrice, okay?
Scotty doesn't know.
That's where
Scotty
we started.
found
Why
out
would
the
we go
hard
back
way.
there?
I'm not going back there. Shoot.
Matt Damon told him.
Oh my god. I haven't seen Euro Trip in forever.
Yeah, I remember that song.
Do you guys
That
want to
song
hear
in
something
Miss
fucked?
Scoozy will always be in my brain.
I watched that movie when I was like, so my little brother really wanted to watch it, and I was home visiting my family. So I was like there. I was 20 years old, I think. So I was home like, oh, Eric wants to watch this movie. Sure, I'll sit down and watch this movie with my mom and little brother or whatever, because I didn't know what it was. So he put it on. Eric's 13. My mom's with me. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, why is the 13-year-old watching this? And why is my mom here? Like, this is not comfortable for
I'll trump card
anybody.
that. My nephews, when they were like 7, 9, and 11, decided to watch a baseball training video that my older brother had taped over, and there was training going on, but it was not of the baseball variety.
Were there balls
My mom walked in. I walked in. My nephews
There
were
were
sitting there
balls
giggling.
going, man. I'll tell you what.
My older brother sitting there laughing. Dude, they're. Well, the balls weren't showing. No, that's not what I saw on TV.
Were there good home runs?
About to be. We saw the pregame.
Were there the Grand Slam?
Not yet.
Were they
We saw
1,
the
2, 3
warm-ups.
out?
We didn't get to see the main event.
Saw the
Did you see the pitcher receiving?
Nope. We saw the receiver warming up.
Rena looks so disappointed.
What if the joke was that
trying
it
to
really
eat
was
right
a baseball
now,
video?
so-
Yeah, he actually taped over it with a football training video.
Again, there was a wide receiver, but I didn't see the quarterback.
Oh,
So fucked up.
They did not get a too many men on the field penalty. There might have been some illegal touching.
we want to keep going?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Thank you, Wadicus.
You're welcome.
Are we ready to continue?
I guess if we have
Receiver.
to.
Wow. Ouch, Messi.
When has my opinion never mattered?
You live in
It's always
Florida.
mattered.
Since you got claw hands.
You,
No,
you,
with Scott,
meaty
particularly.
claws.
you live in Florida. Last month, you had a chance to have your opinion matter again. You lost it. You lost your chance.
Last month?
Last month. Yep.
Oh.
You lost it. Opinion
Hey,
doesn't matter.
my side lost. Sorry, buddy.
No, listen, 4 more years, then we'll talk again. Okay.
Messi, why do you have a 2020 background?
That's
I
just
just
what
love
my.
this. I love this year.
That's a.
This is
first.
Messi's last time on the show, everybody, unfortunately.
Hold on
We'll
a
be
second.
bringing Ethan Hunt onto the show next week.
Ethan
You guys
Hunt.
got Tom Cruise?
Yeah, no, he couldn't reach the camera.
Oof.
How do you? Do you have a
Yeah,
booster
you
seat?
I am 5'11".
Never careful, your feet are swinging. You're gonna kick something.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Kylie, that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate language, Kylie. We will not have that here. She said it's not Ethan Hunt. She said it's Mike.
Ah, that's a bit donation that I've accidentally fallen for a couple times.
We are not
Where's Mike?
taking Mike Martin back. No.
No, that's not the
No,
Mike.
we are not taking
No,
Mike
it's-
Martin back. It's inappropriate.
Hunt is still the last name.
Oh, wait. Is it Ethan?
No.
No.
Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
Hunt.
Mike Hunt. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those bait names that people have.
Yeah, he knows.
I know.
Mike
Though somebody just
Hunt.
somebody shared a video of me recently, not realizing what did I say? I said something, and I was like, "Oh, I fucked that up."
I've fallen for a couple baits, and every time I do, I'm like,
I've gotten one or two. Yeah.
usually I catch them, but every now and then,
I can't
Wait,
remember
you
which
guys
one it
get
was.
donations?
when you get bit donation, yeah, I do.
The
This
hell?
usually it's only when people want to make my life miserable.
To be fair, we all want to make your life miserable.
Throw me the money. Throw me the money. Come on, Scott. I can see you wanna.
So, Rena, you finish realizing that that there's a curse that's making this happen. You turn to the rest of them and explain. Feel free to explain so we can bring this in character.
Explain all that.
Open my
Exactly what
eyes
you
and I
said.
jumped, and I realized it's still a water bottle. Go ahead,
And then I
Rena.
just point over at bear. Why am the bear? Big meaty claws.
You know you want to be
You
a
say that?
big meaty claw.
You just shout big meaty claws?
Is that,
I
is
mean,
that what you
Derb
say?
wouldn't. Wade would. How would Derb? Derb would be a little taken
He'd
aback
probably
by
make
that.
it
I mean,
rhyme,
maybe
right?
I don't know. I guess is that something Derb would understand that he just saw, Scott?
Big meaty claws.
I saw your claws ripping in for some gore. I thought you were going to look at me for some more.
That's how Derb would say it. But has Derb ever seen anybody go claw
No.
hands before?
Oh, no. That's unusual magic.
He would at least know it's magic, right? He wouldn't think this is like some kind of werewolf or something.
No.
He'd probably know,
Oh,
right? It was
you
a
know,
source.
You've heard stories of werewolves, but you don't know. He doesn't know
No,
he's a
what-
source.
Yeah.
He
He
can go, hey
doesn't?
guys, I'm a
Well,
source.
I thought. Okay, I thought. Never mind.
You realized it. You didn't turn to them and say, hey guys, he knows magic.
I didn't say that. No.
Exactly. So you say to him what? Now, granted, you saw him use spells twice in 2 encounters, but you know, big meaty claws is weird. So what do you say, Derb?
Friend, your hand doesn't look like a paw, but earlier in the fight, I saw quite the claw.
Call me Brand?
Friend, I think I said.
Oh, friend.
Friend.
Okay, I was gonna say Brand is.
Hey-
a
hey,
character
Brandon.
that we used to have.
Marlon Brando, earlier in the fight.
Where's Brand? Sorry, I was thinking of
Marlon
Brand.
Brando,
thinking
I
of,
was worried about
Dirt
your hand. Oh.
Digital's- Dirt Digital source. I thought he was calling me a different source. I was like, wait, that's a completely different campaign. Anyway, yeah, my hand can turn into a claw. Yeah,
Is that a natural thing to have occur?
well, I'm not exactly natural. I'm a mage.
Would this
Sorry, I
be
didn't mean to be rude or mean, but that's a type of magic that I haven't seen.
would this be startling to us to hear him admit that he's a mage? Because mages aren't typically. Oh no, I don't want this to sound mean. They wouldn't be in a commoner village like this, kind of a thing. You know
Or
what I
they
mean?
wouldn't
Or
be
dressed
sucky
the way he
peasants.
is. Yeah, or
Right,
dressed
dressed the way he is, but like,
But you've
if
seen him
they're
use
hiding,
magic.
I can understand. But like, again, in the Witcher universe, or at least from what I understand of it, they would not be in a commoner village. They would be in the big cities practicing their magic, or at least,
Real life New York City.
yeah.
I mean, you've seen him use magic before and you didn't react beforehand, but it would be unusual. You might think that, as you said beforehand, he's lying low.
Some magic, like I said, you could interpret as magic, but his like physical hand transformation seems like something monstrous to me.
This conversation's taking place where all of us can hear it, or is it just between
Yeah.
you two?
Oh,
Yeah, I
all
imagine
of you.
all. He'd want to say it within like earshot of the Witcher, just in case, like, you know.
He
The
doesn't
Witcher
know.
didn't
I see
I
realize.
mean,
what
I mean,
Farrell-
I assume that I can hear what they're talking about, but I'm not really.
You already knew.
I'm not going to contribute anything to the conversation. Not about him anyway.
Dorian, if it or not Dorian, sorry. Dorian is Pat.
Mm-hmm. Derb.
Derb.
Is, wait,
Derb is the word.
Derb, if it makes you feel better, the Witcher's known this whole time.
I didn't
Dorian
mean
would-
to
Oh.
make a fuss out of this. I just hadn't. We kind of like stopped mid sentence, and I think Derb's probably afraid he's been like kind of rude about it, so he'll just kind of like bow and like take a step back and pretend to be looking for something. He'll like examine a broken bolt on the ground or something.
Dorian would come up to Derb's rescue, I guess. Coming with the short sentence, just saying, we've traveled quite a bit and run across very few mages. Why are you here and not in a big city? We don't judge anyone hiding from anything particular. And he would kind of almost rub his ears, but like before he does that, kind of like rub the back of his head.
Well, actually, that's something I'd like to discuss after we finish our current objective. Yeah.
What exactly is our current task? I've been meaning to ask.
Trying to figure out why these vampires are going berserk and why they're acting so strange and different.
Is this unusual for vampires to act this way?
Yeah, did you want to take over here, Irina, or?
Yeah, I would answer there. Sorry, I
Okay, cool.
was trying to chew.
I remembered you wanted to say something. I don't know if we actually did that or not. So that's all.
Yeah. She'd come over and speak up and say, it is unusual for so many vampires to be within the same area like this anyway. The Alps.
You've never been in a Senate.
She doesn't get the reference.
I don't either.
She
I don't, yeah. I don't know. It's like a government joke. Blood sucking slimes.
You just make fun of
Jeez,
lawyers.
Derb. I don't know you were. I don't know you felt that way, Derb. About the.
Why do you think Derb makes swords?
Iron Man, baby.
Can I make an Iron Man suit?
No.
Okay.
I want to determine a perimeter and see how far out they spread or how close they actually are. Wondering if you can help me with that, Himbear?
Yeah. You wanna map out their movements? Try to. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I have some locations written down in my notes. I think I brought them with me. I'll pull them out again. He'll start
Well, they
pulling
help.
out his leaflets.
We still have the one in the house to the
Northeast?
northeast.
That is, if it hasn't moved on as we have found it recently.
Well, that one seems to have been hunting me down exclusively, so that is in our favor. But we need not fight it now. Mostly, I wanted the new weapons that it would be easier to fight, but it is much more difficult than these were, as she gestures to all of the dead vampires around.
Well, the sword you have now should do the job well. You can send all those demons straight back to hell. Is there hell in this world? Around
Yeah.
these?
Why
Oh,
not?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Let's have hell. Hell now exists in this world for Wade.
Canon! No heaven. You either go to purgatory or hell, though. It's very depressing.
Well, is purgatory canon? Can we have
No.
a purgatory canon, like with, you know, the extra N?
That's how you get sent there. They load the soul in, you light the match, and
Yeah. Ah! And then it just goes on forever. Ah! This isn't horrible, but it's not the best either.
I know, like season 6 on a Supernatural. Too bad.
Or season 6 on pretty much any show. Season 6 Buffy, really, the singing episode. You know, season 6 How I Met Your Mother. Is this fucking thing still going? You know, season 6 Big
The
Bang
Office.
Theory. Oh my god. Season 6 pretty much any show. It's not good. Season 6
Family Guy is awesome though. Don't at me.
Season 6 Game of Thrones is the best, right guys? Exactly. Moving
You're
on.
so right. You're so right. You're so right.
I know, I'm always right. My name's Scott. Nice to meet you.
I don't know. Season 6 of Lost, I think, was pretty good. There was
I-
like a deciding factor like halfway through the show where it just got really fucking weird.
Yeah,
I never watched Lost.
I
was good.
addicted to Lost.
Sorry to hear
Literally
that.
I
watched
think
it.
I've watched it like from beginning to end like 7 or 8 times.
I saw
So good.
I saw one scene where a kind of heavyset guy was lying on the ground on his back, and he looked up between some palm trees and saw an airplane fly by. That's literally the only scene I ever saw, and I was like,
It's probably the first episode.
"Oh." So that's all I
There
saw.
is 6 seasons.
But
Oh, that's the end too. Oh yeah, season 6 sucked.
Boy, spoilers. I'm just kidding.
Saying season 6 is the end doesn't mean anything.
yeah, but you guys see the 6th episode of Queen's Gambit? Don't you love that part when she?
Whoa!
You haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah, I've not even seen that show that's about the queen.
Nope.
Bring a sword.
Yeah, the
Wait, is that the
queen.
gambling one or chess or something?
Chess.
Checkers.
It's
Chess.
really good.
It's about
chess.
it's about chess. Yeah.
I heard it
It's
was
so
good,
good.
but there's also a show about the queen because they were like, there was people
That's
that were
The
upset. They're
Crown.
like, say it's fiction because people think that we're really like that.
They are. They're really. I hang out with Neil. They're really like that.
I watched SNL. I know they have that thick accent whenever like they're not being formal.
Yeah.
I got that stupid song you sent us, by the way, in my head the other day.
The
Oh, go ahead. We're getting
Maryville
off track.
Brothers.
I went down an hour and a half long rabbit hole of old SNL skits.
Me too.
it was bad.
Okay, chat. Real quick question, then we'll get right back to it. Have you guys like been on YouTube and just had like the most random shit in the last 2 months recommended to you? Like videos about like I've had videos from about 9/11, SNL skits, and old like just random bullshit all over my recommended feed. YouTube's just like, hey, this 8-year-old video you never watched before or looked up anything related to, watch this. And my dumb ass, I'm like, okay. And now I've got weird shit all over my
Well,
history.
so you keep watching them and you're complaining about it?
Well, they're just it's yes. How do they know I want to click it?
Almost like they have an algorithm or something.
Yeah, it's like the
I
AI
never
is smarter
watched
than
anything
you.
about this kind of stuff.
But they knew. The AI knew. They're like, this has a random fleck of red in the top right hand corner of the video of the
It does
thumbnail.
make sense because my stuff still isn't being watched, so that means that their algorithm must be correct.
So they're putting a random flick of red in their top
Dun,
right.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that's awesome. Did
Wait,
you know
sure.
the Earth is? Did you know the Earth is flat? Wow. Me talking
know?
to you, huh? Yeah.
Did you know? It's like a Did you know gaming?
All right. So back to
12
Are we
reasons.
leaving the cave
top
now?
12 reasons why the Earth is flat.
can
Gotta
we
get
go
one of
take
those.
can we go take an 8-hour nap now?
Like a Watch Mojo episode?
So Rena wants to go and check the parameter and see what it is that we can do here. But for you
Oh.
guys to check that parameter, you're not heading straight for the Alp. You want to see if you can find the parameter for this first Rena. That's like goal number 1 for you.
Yeah, just the kind of the try to pinpoint the area where I think that they all are.
Okay,
You
cool.
know.
Cool. Now, you obviously want to bring Scrooge McDuck or whatever his name is over here with you. So you're going to bring the what is it? Sorry. You're going to bring Messy with you. I couldn't think of Messy's name. Imbear. You're going to bring Imbear with you to go for the trip just because, you know, he can help diagnose this thing. He knows a little bit about it. He knows the patterns and he knows some of the people. Would you want to bring Dorian at all as well? Because Dorian actually knows the land and the people.
Yeah, because we
Christ,
talked to him about it last time, and that's how we found this place. So he would be helpful.
Wait, stop.
I was like, what is that?
He just texted
Doxing
me
me.
the same thing.
He's
Did he text
doxing
you?
He's doxing my name.
Mess.
I have to set it to my real name when I do my online classes, and I use Zoom for my online classes. So every single time I join the D&D call after I go to a class, it's always my real name.
I haven't said a
Because
word. I don't
I-
know why is everyone's making a stop to what we're playing.
One time I didn't change it back to my real name, and I left it as Messy, and the professor like took me into a one-on-one chat with them, and they were like quizzing me on who I was, and I had to like convince my professor that I really am enrolled in the class, and it was fun.
You
shouldn't have
said
forgotten.
I'm in my 20s. I don't use Zoom just for school.
Yeah, I said that.
I'm also paying a ridiculous amount to be in your class that you're saying I'm not a part of.
It's
Right.
got very good video quality for my significant other and I.
I have cool hats.
I mean,
Oh no, Messy, bad Messy.
I was wearing it earlier. You didn't say anything, so obviously you're okay with it.
What, can I go get mine?
That's it.
Yeah, go
I'm
get it.
saying it. Octavius Krustava, take your goddamn hat off.
Damn.
You used my real name on stream. Fine. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
wear a different hat.
To be fair, Chad, I did message the Zoom chat. I said Octavius Cristobal, so
Okay, that one gets a pass.
I left the tag on it because
Jared will bring.
I think it adds to the.
Guinness it will bring.
I don't have a hat. I'm not
Do you guys
balding.
know they released
I am.
Baby Yoda's real name? Oh, there it is. It's in chat. Spoiler. Don't look.
Oh, I actually haven't watched a single episode of the season, so I'm going to wait until that goes away. Chat, can you do me a favor and spam your favorite? No,
It got
spam
timed
your
out.
second favorite emote.
I got you, buddy.
Okay,
got
thank you.
timed out.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Sorry,
I mean,
Mitzi.
is
I
it
had to
really a
boop you,
spoiler
dude.
that it has a name? Sorry.
Yeah, I've not watched a single episode. I'm going to wait until my until
I don't care what you say.
mid-January.
It's still Baby Yoda to me, dude.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
fine.
Baby Yoda. When they named it, I
You
was like,
will be-
I
It's the
actually-
fucking parameter, the perimeter of our
Yeah,
parameters.
yeah, let's play D&D. Not
The
talk about it.
parameters of our perimeter.
Oh yeah, we're playing a
What do
game, aren't
what
we?
do?
So would you bring Dorian for it
Did
as
you
well?
see how large that
Yes.
Wookiee
Yes,
dog
I would.
was?
Yes.
Okay, so the reason why I want to ask this is because in theory this is going to take you guys several days time, and we can kind of like flash forward through a lot of this investigation work. Would Wade want to stick behind and try to do a bit more of that work he can with the Smith again to try to
What? No, come on. Let's not leave Wade out of another.
because we're just doing die rolls. We're not having a bunch of RP as we go. So
Can I work on a steel sword, or is that not something? Is that gonna take
you
a
can
while?
actually do either. You can work on the steel sword to make a proper steel blade, or you can try to break down her old blade to
You need to collect materials.
I think I would rather get her a good steel blade first. Is there different qualities of steel? I imagine, just like there is silver.
I'm sorry, different qualities of steel there are, but it's honestly around here it's so infinitesimal a difference it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot in the gold department. How much is it for the amount of steel I would need? Like decent quality steel.
So if you're gonna make her a good blade, like an actual quality blade, 100 gold. To get like good quality materials, so on and so forth, because you're not just going to make a basic sword. You're going to make her a well-crafted one, and probably try to. Oh, actually, would you want to put the? Not necessarily that much. Would you want to put the rune inside the steel sword, or no? We're going to use that to enhance the silver when she needs it.
I think we'd probably. I mean, that's up to the Witcher. Honestly, I'd leave it up to Arena.
I would wait. If I knew that it would have an immediate effect, that would enhance the blade like right after attaching it to the silver sword, then I would wait to put it in or to use it until we go to fight, the next thing.
You said it only works on silver swords, right? Enhances silver swords.
Oh, and you said it was during
It
a
enhances
full moon?
it enhances the metallurgy of silver swords, so metal allergy of silver swords to hurt them, and it makes it like so because of the caliber of this one. It makes a steel sword acts like it's mildly silver, like a weak silver
Oh,
sword.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
So
a really good fucking sword Wade makes as steel would act as a little bit percentage of silver. That's cool.
yeah. So you could actually use it on monsters in a pinch if you needed to. But
I think keeping it in the silver one's probably the best idea. For
yeah,
now.
because it enhances that. Okay, cool. So then, Wade, you're just going to craft a sword. If you don't want to put any runes or anything like that into it, then what you could do is you could just craft one. You could either just, I'm going to make a refined sword, or like, no, Scott, I want to make like a masterwork blade. I want to give it like a +1 chance to hit because it's really freaking good, or something with higher durability or
Wade,
whatever it might be.
go with rune slots.
Well, I
We
We're
don't
gonna
have any
roll.
now, but try to get at least one.
Silver swords have to be crafted with the runes into it at inception, at craft.
Steel
Yeah.
swords.
Steel
But
swords.
I don't have 100 gold to
Sorry,
buy
steel
this,
swords.
the silver, or the steel, so I would need to.
No. If you're not doing anything special, then it's not going to cost you that much. It costs you 15 gold.
Oh, okay, I can do that then.
If you want to make it very nice.
I mean, I want to make
it
it as nice a one as possible, but I'm not going to put the rune in it. So will that?
Nope, that's fine. Just go with the 15 gold. Then you're gonna craft her a sword, and you can roll just to see if anything special happens or if anything terrible happens. But it's gonna be a pretty simple check for you.
You can't just make a sword with rune slots.
So, steel swords, actually, funny enough,
Steel doesn't have the
canonically,
rune slots. Steel are going to make the runes into the blade itself.
yeah, they get
can't be
forged
removed.
into it. Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Yep. Versus silver, which you can pop them in and out as you like.
Can crossbows work like that?
Crossbows don't typically get enhanced by runes, but maybe with this craftsman, he could find a way. This is the way. So yeah, with
So
your
16.
With your 16, you easily craft her a blade during the time that they're gone. You're going to spend the time working on the steel, so on and so forth, making sure this happens. I'm going to get back to you in a second, Derb, because I have something important I want to go over with you really quickly. But back to the three of you for a second. As you're going around and investigating and trying to find the parameter of this, you're doing this in a myriad of ways. You're going to come across random plumards. You're going to try to hunt them down, Reina. I'm not going to make you roll for that because killing a single plumard in a non-dangerous scenario is pretty easy for you.
Careful
and-
of Plumar crack though.
and you're going to investigate their bodies and see what you can kind of find out from there. You might actually be able to gather a couple of ingredients along the way as well. But the two of you, how are your characters going to enhance the scenario? For instance, talking to people, investigating this area, checking like the injured. Like, what would your characters do to try to enhance her investigation of the circumference or the parameter?
I would probably just talk to the different people or families that I would have known or have heard of from just various forms of rumor, I guess. And I would ask for information that way.
Cool. So, why
Would
don't
that
you?
be insight?
Yeah, for that one, actually, it's you can do a investigation check. You're gonna do
Intimidation. Tell me where it's at.
Well, persuasion and just talk to people. Get them to talk about what they've seen.
because we're doing like a mass group and not an individual. It's gonna be like investigating the scenario. Would work for that
Investigation.
Mhm.
Okay. Would I have advantage because I know the people?
one. Yes, absolutely. Yes, you do.
Good call. Good
I
call.
didn't know if I should argue that, but
Wait, do I get advantage because I know the metal?
If there's one thing you should learn from watching Tyler play is always ask. The worst thing that can happen is Scott punishes you.
19.
that's why I always ask him.
Okay, that being done, thank you, sir. Before I give information, why don't I go to you? Messi was taken.
Imbear? Yeah. So Imbear is going to two things.
Mhm.
Is there any info I might still be able to gather from my old patients or people that I've treated for these wounds?
So you brought your notes with you, as previously discussed,
Right.
and you've already somewhat mapped out what that is, or at least remember what's his face drew it in the ground.
Right.
So you're kind of continuing with that. So no, that was the beginning parameter. Almost imagine 20% of a pie chart. You're trying to complete it.
Okay. In that case, I guess I could scout out some locations with my owl.
Sure, yeah. So you want to do like a perception check, and you can use the owl's actual perception skill for that one. Why don't you look up 5e owl and see what his perception skill is, or you can use yours, whichever's better. In the meanwhile, while you're looking that up, Rena, what is the actual approach that Atelia is going to do? Oh, sorry, Atelia is going to do.
Well, I looked at Imber's notes with him and just kind of he was pointing out different areas where like he was treating different people who had been attacked and things like that. So maybe thinking back to those locations and trying to maybe go back and forth with Dorian a bit and determine where exactly these locations are, kind of in relation to each other. And seeing if there's, you know, anything I can gather from that. Like, are they kind of on the outskirts? Are they like all really in the same spot? Like, is it really spread out? Like, where, you know what I mean?
So again, but his whole thing there, it was kind of 20% of the pie chart. So there's really little to work off of immediately that for trying to get the whole circumference. But if you're trying to reinvestigate that and see if there's any degree, it looks like, again, this is relatively sparse area. It looks like there's not much, like this isn't like a population dense center. This is outskirts is what you're looking at, right? So wherever it might be that this focus is, it seems like this is a bit of the outskirts. So you don't really gather anything more from that. You're going to have to kind of go a different approach. Messy, did you find your thing while she's thinking of a different response?
Yeah, you want me to roll it now?
Yeah, you can roll it for me, whichever one's better.
I'm just rolling the D20 with the owl stats.
Cool. So 15, just try to look around, and specifically, what were you looking for, sir?
Yeah, good question. I guess I'll go by, kind of like near the attack sites, kind of seeing if maybe there's any active vampires maybe right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And especially if you're going out like at nighttime or whatever it is, because you can look through the creature's eyes.
Yeah, and I have dark vision, as the owl.
Cool. All right, awesome. I like that. And did you want to luck that as well? Same as
the owl has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing.
Then
or sight.
re-roll with that. Re-roll with that.
I'll probably roll lower, but yeah.
Yeah, usually.
What's the
If you do,
command?
we'll all be disappointed.
Keep upper one.
KH1.
KH1.
Keep higher one, and then +3.
That
Hey, and did you want to luck that, or you give you 21?
Wait, that did not work. Hold on.
It did. 1d20 +3. Keep.
Then only roll
2d20. Wow.
Oh, are you sure?
Technically, it's 2d20.
No,
It's
no,
2d20. Keep
Is it?
higher
Okay.
one +3.
Keep higher 1 +3. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey!
Okay. Yeah.
Still 21. Hey!
Hey, as long as it didn't screw up, right? That's good. Did you want to enhance that, Messy, or are you good with your 21 as is?
21. I'm good with a 21.
Okay, thank you.
Big
Finally,
meaty claws background.
and Rena.
Can I use Tracker to track down more of these things?
Yes, actually, you can do it that way based off the rumors that he's getting there, the sites that he's doing there. You absolutely can, and you can roll. I think you have advantage on that roll. Did you all of you guys squeeze out an advantage roll? You fuckers.
I didn't.
You
what?
told us we
Am I
could.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I get advantage on my
Oh,
smithing?
what am I rolling?
Your tracker is survival, Rena.
Okay.
What's that, Wade?
I've done this forge a lot. Do I get advantage on smithing on this forge because I know it after making the silver
No.
blade? Oh, okay.
Rena, are you happy with your 16, or do you want to enhance it? Enhance. That 90s technology that we still don't have. Every cop show ever.
Hey,
Wow.
20.
He's crushing it with those fours.
She's zoomed and enhanced.
Zoom and enhance. Okay. What you end up finding out, what's your face? Pat. Talking to a lot of people, one of the things that you realize as you're walking the circumference of this place and over and down and whatnot is it seems like the number of people that you come across, they're dealing with a bunch of different creatures. It's not like it's just plumards or just felders. There's actually there's not one Alp here, as far as you can understand based off of their description. There's more than one that happens to be in the area, which is genuinely frightening. Because Alps, again, are very, very solitary creatures, more so than Felders and whatnot are. But when push comes to shove, they will group up together. And your friendly little witcher there would have a hard time with one Alp, has had a hard time, and will continue to have a hard time with one Alp. The idea of there
The
being
thing that
two
we
at
thought
once,
hunted us to be, earlier, right?
and whatnot, which is genuinely frightening. So whatever this curse is, you know that it needs to be lifted. And a lot of people have been injured, and there's a lot of rumors happening. As a matter of fact, as the time goes on, the days pass that you guys are spending doing this investigation, you realize that even more of the Knights of Toussaint are being brought and starting to kind of get involved in this matter. It's becoming a matter that's really, really being a concern for the barony, right? The Baroness, sorry.
Well, then maybe we should let it get a little bit worse so the reward gets to be a little greater, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. At the cost of others suffering?
They're just NPCs.
From now on, you are known as Rayrin. Out of game. You can still be Durban in game.
Hell yeah, I don't know what that means, but I like it.
All right. So, Messy, looking at the different things that he has looked into, when you guys hear the rumors, Rena's like, I'm going to investigate it. And you're like, cool, I'll go with you. And then you send the birds to go and like fly around and keep an eye on things around her. Yes, an owl is a bird. Bird. It's a bird. It's a bird. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. By the way, sir. Isn't Derb bird backwards? No, it's a brid. Never mind. So the two of you would go. You and the bird would go and check out these, investigate these areas and whatnot. Rena, you're of course going to follow the tracks. If you come across a weaker creature like a plumard, you would probably surprise the thing, kill it, and investigate a little bit further. So on, so forth. While Messy's character would actually kind of go into a bit more of the nitty gritty, looking for genuinely dangerous things, to see if he could find out where these creatures are and see that there are more and more creatures about. The three of you together are kind of mapping out the circumference of the area, and you realize, well, the farm and everything that you're kind of at beforehand everything that you've traveled at so far is north of the actual city. Part of your investigation brings you to the city itself, because you want to go and see what's going on there. Maybe that's the epicenter, whatever it is. And you do find out when you're in the city, there's a lot more attacks. There's a lot more people that are talking about this. There's a much greater population, greater density of these creatures that exist there. But despite that, and of course, this is where the Knights of Toussaint are really kicking into play. But that doesn't seem to be the center. That seems to be south of it. It seems like that's kind of the other edge of where this is happening. So, Rena, whatever is causing this curse to take place, it's not just the grouping of people. There's something north of the actual capital city of Toussaint, right? There's something up there in the area where you guys have been traveling for some time that's causing this to happen.
Unfortunately, it's also at least half a mile away.
Which
Take
is
years to
3
get
sessions
there.
away.
No, we'll never get to it in this lifetime.
And so you guys, of course, discern a lot of this information while you're traveling. Also, while you're traveling, I'm going to give your characters an opportunity to find ingredients as you go. Rena, you can roll me 2 flat survival checks to see if you can find anything. Messy,
Okay.
you can roll 2, what is it? Is it nature checks?
Rena, you're showing me all the ingredients you get as you collect them, right?
Yeah.
Because I needed to learn them all.
Yes.
Okay.
If you
could
would ask that, then she would.
Could you pretty please put like a star next to all the ones that I know on the sheet? Everything you've collected, basically. That's a
Me?
plant.
I could do that.
It's called an asterisk. Jesus Christ.
Hey, can I help
That's
them
a
figure
plant.
out stuff?
Okay, hang on.
That's
Scott,
well, yeah.
I think
I got an idea.
What's that?
I think I could help find information too, because I'm working at the smithy, and people like the knights that are now getting involved that have fought some of the things are gonna have to come get their weapons repaired, and I can try to gather some info about where they've been fighting things and what they've been
honestly
seeing.
not
while-
a bad
Hold on,
argument.
hold on. I got a response for you. Wait, that's a great fucking idea, because you're over in the tourney area where a bunch of knights tend to spend their time and their off time anyways, where they hang out and we're literally where they get their equipment worked on. Wait, I have to tell you, you can go fuck yourself, because that's a great idea.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I was going to have something else happen with you, but would you like to get info
That
first?
could happen too. It doesn't take long to have to make some small talk while I'm hammering a sword, you know?
Why don't you?
Wait, if two things happen to Wade, can I have two things happen to me?
No. Wait, what's the other thing?
Erectile dysfunction, maybe?
Yes, you can have that. Yes. Yes, I kind of already assumed you
Poggers,
did.
dude.
So
Where does ED hurt? What does ED hurt? But with new Flomax, you get the blood flow. Isn't that a nasal spray?
Yeah, I think
Probably.
it is.
With new Super Flomax,
It goes all the way down.
we call it D-Max up in here. Anyway, what am I rolling, Scott?
wait, I found my wedding ring.
Me too.
Are you
On my
happy
hand.
for me?
Did you lose your wedding ring?
For about 2 months, a little bit more than 2 months this time.
Ah,
This
When
time,
When I say I found it, I mean Brittany did.
you should just put a little beeper on it, dude.
That'd be heavy.
Put on a key ring.
I made
So
it
where
a
was
bit
it?
more messy.
Where was it?
Underneath the laundry basket in the laundry room floor.
How?
Don't ask how.
I have no idea.
The results may shock you.
Yeah, actually, I don't want to know.
Doctors
Even if
hate
you
him.
do, don't tell me.
click to find out why.
While you're doing
you
it,
over
subscribe
18?
to Raid Shadow Legends.
Leg
If you click
ends?
my link, you get an epic hero and 30,000 silver.
Wait,
Raid Shadow Legends.
is that enough
Join
sil-
today.
Is that enough silver to make another sword?
No.
Oh,
Probably.
depends how much you charge me for these swords. These guys gotta love me around here. I'm bringing in the business.
Is that a fern? Oh my gosh. That's
Wait.
I just saw that notification. That's so
Is that
funny.
the Half-Life 2 fern? Or the Counter-Strike Office fern?
What the hell
What
are
are
we
you talking
talking
about?
about?
It's
That's
the
definitely a
notification.
Source engine model that's spinning there. I think I've seen it in Gary's.
What are you
like, all
talking
the
about?
time. The thing that showed up on screen. It
We
says
all
someone
saw it. We
redeemed
all
an
have
herb.
the stream open.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, they
Mine's
redeemed
very
Find
far
an
away.
herb.
Redeemed find an herb.
Oh, find an herb. Gotcha.
Yeah, you made that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I don't
You're
remember
the
that.
DM. Why don't you?
I
there
don't
it
see
is.
it. I don't want to look at
There
the
it is.
stream.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, I missed it.
Damn it!
Sorry.
Give us another herb.
All right. So, Rena, did you roll that survival check? That one? Do you want to roll the other
One.
one? Roll the other one.
Sure.
20.
She's back.
Rena's back again to disappoint. Point. Tell a friend. And Messy, you were gonna roll nature checks.
We just got 3 herbs. That's crazy. What am I rolling nature checks for? No, to find herbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just have a thing I can do. I think it's a ritual cast. So.
A ritual cat? Yes, we can hear
Stupid
it.
cat. Yeah, here.
Did she identify anything
I
for
know-
you?
hate us. Why does anyone
If
watch
I know
this
what
show?
it looks like. What are you looking for?
Herbs.
Yeah, which one?
She's asterisk nothing for you.
I literally told him I changed the color of the name,
Oh, you changed
so,
so
it's
you made
easier to see.
Gotcha. You made it blue.
I gotta open it up.
Ah.
Blue? That
He
sounds
said
more
he
like
just wants
this
to know the
than
plants.
this.
That's all.
So you found green
Yeah.
mold. But some plants he already knows what it is, like mistletoe.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
Well,
fine.
highlight
I will
those for me,
change
Scott.
those.
Ah, mistletoe,
as
the
well.
smoocher's disease.
And I will say, with that spell, sir, you can find 2 mistletoe. Now I have to click herb 4 times.
Oh, mistletoe, dude. Pog.
Wait, who's a
Am I looking
sugar?
for
Ho
mistletoe?
ho!
Who's-
Who wouldn't go?
A sugar bunny.
Oh, ho, ho.
Is that like a rice bunny? Is a rice bunny now a sugar bunny?
It's Eris. Eris Bunny.
No, I think a rice bunny became a sugar bunny. And I don't know how I
Hey,
feel
when
about that.
a rice or an heiress bunny comes into some money, they can be anyone's sugar bunny. You
Yeah,
know?
I'm just saying, like, you be my sugar bunny.
Takes a little bit and you become a sugar, you whatever you like.
Hey, sugar bunny.
Okay, wait. Here's one.
Thank you for breaking the awkward silence, Rena. Clicking the button now. That's a 1, which is Aether. Because we're finding herbs while you guys are out. Ooh, you actually can find for a plant hair, Ginatia petals.
I
Rena.
knew you were gonna go for that one. I literally was looking all like, gee, which one is he gonna pick? This one.
Why that one?
Because it's fun to say.
the most inappropriate sounding one. He could have gone Hellbore petals, but no.
No, Ginatia it was. Rena, at one point in time, you imagine Messy's character annoyed you, and so you killed his owl. Oops, you missed.
No.
And you accidentally killed a crow and took its eyes instead. So you got some crow eyes.
Cool.
No, that's not canon.
I
Ooh, you
did
got
not
more
try to attack the
genitalia.
owl.
Nice Never mind.
Nice genitalia.
Oh,
How everyone else flirts, how I flirt.
Fine, Rena.
Excuse me, man, but your pussy is absolutely poggers.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, Jesus. I was like,
That's all. Thank you.
whew. So spores, Rena, you get spores next. And finally, some okay, I can't say this word. Hydragenum.
Hydrangea?
Hydragenum. And you get some tendons.
More tendons. Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
hydrogenum.
where is that on here?
Hydragenum. I could add the tendons for you. There you go. I just did.
Wholesome.
Cool.
Okay, thanks. Where's the
Yep.
other one?
You could actually start making some legit potions now.
Yeah, sweet. It's good.
You can't quite make a shrike yet. You need one
I'm
more
a bit of a
vermilion.
collector of the gem.
Okay,
Nope.
I don't see it on here.
What?
Hydrate.
Up here.
Ranging?
Oh,
Where?
yeah,
Which, okay, it was just tendons. Sorry,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you said something else.
You're good.
Okay, never mind.
So you go around, you find a bunch of stuff, you get some information. Wade, back to you, sir. You actually find out that the number of attacks that happen to be happening is actually
Okay.
happening. The number of nights that happen to be happening. It's just funny. It's funny. Is that not funny to say to you? Happens to be happening,
Happened to be happening.
right? Happens to be.
Happened. I'm Delric.
No, Pat, say it. Pat, say it.
I'm Delric.
No!
It.
Look at me. I'm Delric.
No, it
This
don't
is me
shrink
sitting
down.
in my
Don't
chair
shrink down.
normally
No,
without my booster suit.
Bad.
Happened.
Happened.
I'm sitting on a Herman Marshall.
Hydrangea.
I can't wait to find out the number of nights that have been happened to happen.
Happening.
Hoppity fuck.
Okay, chat, seriously. If you're not surrounded by people that are going to think you're crazy, you don't have to say it. But if you are, say, happen to be happening. Like, just be like, happen to be happening.
If you're in class or at work right now, just
Definitely
happen
be at work.
happening.
If you're at work, just turn to the person nearby and say, happen to be happening.
And
Or
then
you
say, I happen to be a collector of the genital.
Or you can pull an awesome page out of Messy's book and just be like, Pogger's pussy, dude.
Thank you.
Do you
Saving
really
it
think
again.
my pussy is poggers?
Thank you.
I'm going to need some cross in chat just to keep things clean. Thank
Can you
you.
guys all slouch in your chair to make Scott feel better?
Oliver, they called you poggers.
They called you Pogger.
You won't even look at me.
Scott, you don't need to get off your booster seat. It's okay.
Guys, chat, who am I? Happen to be happening.
Happy.
How many fucking nights and what did the nights teach me, you little shit?
I'm not little. I'm very big.
He heard
My
that.
mommy tells me I'm a big boy.
I'm very big.
I'll have you know, I'm the tallest in my class.
Scott with his voice mod on.
Scott in actual life. I am happy.
Jesus.
I just want everyone to know I didn't derail this. Scott derailed it by saying words out of his own mouth.
It's a good thing I don't talk
He
like
got
that.
distracted by his own description of events.
I'm already short. Do I have to? Yes. Everybody has to slouch in their chair.
I am slouching.
So am I.
I'm slouching.
Okay, Wade, sit up.
Sitting on my chair right now.
Just aim the camera down just a little bit. Oh, so, hi, Wade. Hey.
Scott, you're already that tall whenever I'm with you in person.
Lies!
You have a bird's eye view. I guess it's a
Crotch eye view.
It's like a cow's eye view.
It's
frog's eye
I
view?
believe it's a pussy pogger view. That's where you would
Good
hold
save,
it.
wait, good
How
save, good
many
save.
nights happen to be happening?
How many of them are poggers?
Well, if it makes you
At
guys,
least 2.
if it makes you guys feel any better, happened to be happening, happened often enough that it became herb time.
I
So
don't
let's
know how
just
you
do that.
sit like this, Scott. It's killing me. Ugh.
I sit on my
Look
bum.
at all that sweet
Try this
vermilion.
Ro, Rita, you need a vermilion. You got 2 more.
Oh,
So
sweet.
yeah, that's freaking awesome. So just to finish this up really quickly, you got some wolf's bane and a phosphorus.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We already
And-
got a phosphorus. Can we get something else?
No.
Please.
Okay, fine. You can have a pyrite instead.
My DM's
Thank you.
poggers.
All right. Moving on.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to change that. Okay. Thanks.
All right. So
What do you do?
can I continue now? Can we play the game?
I've been trying
Can
to
you
get
stop
you to for the last
distracting
10
us?
years.
I think our PC's dead. We might need to get a new one.
Dude, I can't get up.
You're
My
welcome.
neck hurts. I can't. Okay, I got up. I'm old now. Oh,
Uh-huh.
my whole. Okay. Ooh.
All right. Back to the game and
I use self-res.
Did I just accidentally hit luck by tapping my space bar?
I'm
I
fine with
think you
it.
did.
I'm fine with it. That's what you have to pay for that distraction that you just caused, Wade. And feel
Yeah,
bad
Wade.
about it. Feel bad
What am I
about it, Wade.
rolling here for this persuasion, or what am I rolling to happen?
You're gonna gather information with a persuasion check, sir. Happens to be happening.
I got a 3 luck to tack onto this. I got a 9.
Looks like you needed it.
So,
Wait, why is it persuasion? What?
because you have a conversation with the guards.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like a little chat, not like days of walking around and chatting.
They don't like my rhyming.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
So,
That's fair. Octavius.
Grundle Sport. So you you sir are having a conversation with the guards, with the knights. My apologies. And one of the things that you realize is that the knights actually they're stationed out to where you are for 2 reasons. One, because it's actually a little bit safer there, so it's a really good kind of fallback point for them. So once they kind of came to this realization, they've actually started to move almost like a little bit of a medical setup area for people to fall back to if need be. They're just kind of taking a bit of a precaution because of what happened, last year. They don't think it's going to be anywhere near as bad as last year, but just in case, they try to prepare themselves for it. And also because this is where they do keep a good amount of equipment. There's an actual inn here where they have enough space, and there's other places where they can, what's the word I'm looking for, when the government just kind of comes in and says, ours now, temporarily, move over. But, kind of take it for themselves. Acquisition. Thank you, sir. To use temporarily. So you realize that they're kind of choosing this location because it's a bit safer. But wait, that's actually not what I wanted to do. Because before they actually come over, because again, your companions are gone for days. About so they leave you one day, right? That first night that they're gone. You spend the night, whatever it is. You get up early the next day. You continue working. That second evening, the sun goes down. It's been out of the sky for an hour. 2 at most. It's not like it's crazy late, right? Granted, it's springtime, but it's not like it's crazy late out. And then all of a sudden, something, I suppose, frightening happens to you.
It's raining greater runes.
You get a shiver down your spine as you kind of
My
feel
body's aching all the time.
that you're not alone. You can feel there's another presence around. It's one of those kind of look around behind you because you feel like you're not alone. And you swear when you do that, you see something move very quickly out of the corner of your eye.
I want to look and see if I can make out what it is.
Make out
You already
indeed.
know what it is.
You're looking to
Have a
see what it
makeout
is.
roll.
And gossip roll. So when you're kind of like looking to try to discern what it is, you realize nothing's there. Then you swear you see it again, which just like anybody else, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get up and go check it a little bit further.
Not if you're a horror movie connoisseur, you know better.
You just sit there and let them come at you
Hello?
and end it quick.
Is anyone there?
So you you get up to go investigate, and a couple moments later, you see an absolutely gorgeous naked woman come walking out from around the corner. I mean,
Is it Pog?
She's again absolutely stunning naked woman that comes walking around from the with her long hair, just standing there before you, coming towards you. You can just see that every part of her is kind of like calling towards you. The only thing that kind of catches you a little bit off guard is she looks a little gaunt. A little gaunt, like maybe she's hungry, like she hasn't eaten in days.
That's about to change. She's about to have a gnome-sized snack.
Only if you let her.
And so she comes moving towards you. What do you say? Do anything?
Am I just alone out here?
Yes. You're alone. All by myself.
I wanna be.
Where am I? Where am I at the forge, near the forge?
You give it because it's late. Later, like as the sun went down, you're kind of like wrapping up at the forge. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, Derb. Oh, thanks, man. No problem. Lock up behind you. Oh, thanks, bro.
I probably know from talking from Atelia and Dorian talking about the Alp that this is probably what I'm looking at, right? Like, I'm not an idiot. I need to roll something to be smart enough to realize?
You heard the description.
Derb would grab whatever he needed to grab quickly off of the forge and probably run to like the inn that he's staying at to try to get closer to where people are.
So you immediately grab what you need to and like turn to run. This thing moves so fast. It very, very quickly makes its way around and over and in front of you, but obviously closer because it's not like I can move like Superman. Like it has to cut a couple corners, moves way faster than you to easily get to the other side. To put it into mechanical perspective, your speed's 25, it's 60. You know,
I'm in
quick.
like a town. Is there like an alarm system, like a bell people ring for emergencies?
You're
or
not.
anything?
You're not in a town. You're inside like a small little area where the knights and whatnot gather to train and practice and whatnot. There happen to be a couple of homes nearby, but it's mostly shops and the arena. However, good old fashioned shouting for help would work.
The old way of alerting people.
Then Derb would gather himself. Help! 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 Help!
That doesn't
It
rhyme.
didn't rhyme.
Help
High
rhymes with
five,
help.
Scott. Yeah.
Help rhymes with help.
Ow! You didn't have my hand up yet.
Sorry, dude.
You can say something like yelp, yelp, yelp for help, help, help.
I think Derb doesn't care about formalities at the moment.
You sure? No, Derb is too
No,
small.
by all means, would
no,
you like to play my character for me, Scott, and tell me how he would act in this situation? I would love to know.
Okay.
no problem too big. No, Derb is too small. When in trouble, you yelp for help.
No
What do they
problem
call
too
that?
big, except our DM, who's small. Derb's played by Wade, who is very tall.
All right, Grundle's coming back. So you sir, you kind of like help, 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 help. She moves forward very quickly. As she moves forward very quickly, you can see her transition from being this beautiful naked woman before you to, clawed hands. They don't look too dissimilar from the hands you saw just the other day. To clawed hands. Her face completely changes and becomes contorted. Fangs sticking there. Her body, her skin just kind of changes.
Thank
The
God, so
texture
it's
and everything
in there.
about it. And she comes rushing towards you, and she like quickly grabs you with one hand over the shoulder, and the other hand comes very closely. So like two claws are the side of your neck. And
Do I have Rena's old silver blade?
the beat up shitty one? Absolutely, you do.
I would try to pull that and try to scare her, the thing off with it.
Sure, actually, you most certainly could try to do that. You can. Why don't we roll for initiative to see how this plays out?
I don't like the way you said that.
Why? I said nothing wrong, sir.
You just said you could most certainly try.
All right.
You can. That's how D&D works. You get to roll dice and see what happens.
That's how it works? What the hell?
I know. You've been screwed a lot of the time. Sir, you didn't add Derb on there? If you'd like,
Oh, I
you
have
can.
to click myself.
Yep. Change that to a 6
How do I do that?
by clicking on it and.
I can just do that. Oh, okay. I could re-roll it since I didn't actually do it right.
Nope.
But I think you should be able to re-roll it.
Well, you can, and then you change the number pops up to a 6. Wow. Too bad I rolled a 19. So as previously stated, she rushes forward very quickly and puts one hand on your shoulder and the other 2 fingers are like claws to the side of your neck. And she leans in close so you can feel her presence very close to you. You can see her obviously, but you can just like feel the closeness to her as she like does like a sniff on the side of your neck. And you're like, oh shit, she about to eat me, boys. And like not in the high five sort of way. She and she says, I smell her. I smell her on you.
I'm going to point to the tent where the knights are and say, over there.
She looks to the tent. She looks back at you like harshly and digs the 2 fingers in so that it like actually cuts into you and draws blood and says, I'm not stupid. Where?
I don't actually even know. do
Made
I?
you look. Shoot with the crossbow.
Yeah, fighter 1-on-1.
I'm going to aim the crossbow at myself and shoot through me to hit her.
It gets
Do I
stuck.
know where she? I
It
don't
gets
know where
stuck because those
Italia
like
is, do I?
ripping abs you have is just too much for it to penetrate.
Do I know where Italia even is?
You know where they were going. You know what their plan was, like what they were doing. So you can give a general idea, but you don't know exactly her location. Well, she's at coordinates. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm really bad at this, but I'm going to try to lie and point to the tents and say, consulting with the knights.
Roll a deception check. Are you happy with your
Back
14?
a little bit of
Okay.
15. Good luck beating that, vampire.
She has reason to disbelieve, so I'm giving her advantage on this check, but she's actually not trained in the skill. So,
So she gets disadvantage, so it balances out to be normal.
And here we go. That like froze for me. It's like frozen. Ooh, an 11. If I roll a daddy's dice and I get a 4, we tie.
Yes, that's how that works.
Damn it. So she looks at the tent again and looks back at you and says, she better be in there or I'm coming back. And like her claws dig in just a little bit more to the side of your neck and you can feel it like digging in, like actually doing like a little bit of damage. She's like, ugh. And then she slowly removes them so you can literally feel them exiting your skin. You know, as she does it, and she gives you like a bit of a pushback, and she transforms back into just that gorgeous naked woman, and just walks directly across the street.
I guess Derb doesn't have to clip his longsword after all.
What does he do next?
I want to go to the closest place where there's a lot of people, a tavern, an inn, whatever it is.
Okay. Thank you for the 18. Appreciate that, Kylie. I'll roll that next. Kylie just fails. Like, Kylie should be the new word for fail. I mean, you know, Kyle was borderline a word for fail. Kylie should just actually become the word for fail. So,
That's just mean.
I mean, I agree. It's such an aggressive person. So anyways, you make your way over to, you said, the next populated area. So
I
you know,
yelled help. Did anybody respond? Did the knights come out? Did anything happen?
I
when
mean, you
screamed help?
yelled help very quickly, and she responded immediately. So nobody responded immediately, so you're yelling help. No, sorry. But you go rushing over to, I imagine, the tavern, where it's like a lot of people and it's indoors.
I'm going to be yelling as I go in there like, vampire attack! Vampire attack! But in Derb's deep voice. I'll let you imagine it.
Okay. So you actually start calling out like more or less like wolf, 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 and people believe you, and the town
They
comes.
should.
Yep. So people come rushing out and whatnot as you're yelling that as she's also walking towards the tents.
Yeah, in hopes that the knights will come out and be like,
They're gonna just see a beautiful naked
Leviosa,
lady and be
you
like,
know?
"Oh, hello, ma'am. How can I help you?"
Yeah. So a bunch of people come walking out of the tents and they do see a beautiful naked lady and you're like, vampire attack, and you're just kind of and they come rushing out and they're like, what's going on? What's happening? And they do exactly see her and seeing her standing there naked and all of them kind of rushing out and like, like seeing her in that condition. These are knights. These are chivalric knights. Like they can't rest their eyes upon naked breasts. This is not to whom they are betrothed. Like immediately one of the knights would go over and drape a cloak over her, over her body.
Vampire.
Like
She's a vampire. You better stab her in the throat, or else she's going to get you by the goats.
like quiet gnome. She's clearly been wronged. And so one of the others was like, yes, hush, little man. And so they would go and drape the cloak over her and be like, are you okay? And she's like, I don't know. He just started, and just kind of looks at you and just kind of gives a bit of a shiver. And that one of the knights makes their way over to and goes, this little one, and starts making his way over to
By
you.
all means, put me in jail. Silver bars, please.
So they go over to kind of like investigate the situation to see what's going on. Now, while the knight's attention turns towards you to see what's going on, one of the knights kind of like get like, cause they're like, what the hell is going on over here? One of them kind of goes over to you like, what happened? What were you doing to her? And they're not like kind of like physical. They don't like go, beat them. You know what I mean? They
I'm
kind
going
of
to explain that I've been walking around with a Witcher, and they've fought one of these, and this is the exact description the Witcher gave, and that I'm going to show them the marks on my neck from her claws that probably don't look like they were made from human fingernails.
And while you're like in the middle of describing this, you actually hear like a what the fuck? And you can actually look back and see that a whole bunch of people have just like reacting to having been moved, and you can't see her about. Like she must have like shoved off and kind of like blasted through a couple of people if she moved very quickly out of the area, removing herself. It takes a couple of moments for everybody to kind of like recoil or recount what just happened, but then they come to the realization a few different things. One, holy crap, people can't move that fast. Holy crap, wow, she was definitely you were calling for a vampire that matches the description of what some people were saying during the actual combat, the siege that had happened last year. And one of these knights recognizes you from, meeting with Atelia when she when she like called over the fire to her hand and everything. Like they actually recognize who you are as a person. They recognize Doria. They recognize seeing you with her. That you have a silver sword with you. It's I'm her smith. Can't you see? No, let me go. I've got to pee. And
I'm gonna.
No, don't let me go. Protect the gnome. Do what you can to protect the gnome, or else you're all going to lose your home.
So they actually quickly recognize that and realize that you were just attacked by a vampire. A couple of guards are stationed to kind of like look after you because you also fill them in on the information, I imagine, that they're hunting for.
Yeah, I'd let them know everything that's going on. Derb's panicking right now. One of these things came for his throat. How's he gonna be a famous smith if he's dead? No.
And this is where they start talking to you and you try to get a bit more information out of them and you get a tidbit because you suck. All right.
I rolled for the guards
A
earlier. These are the
tidbit?
knights.
No,
I get a different roll.
his horse's name is Longbit.
Not
no.
Tidbit.
When this one dies,
Short bit.
we can name.
Short bit.
Yeah.
Is it short bit? I'm sorry, I thought it was Longbit.
I'm long bit.
We can give him
My
a pet.
mistake.
We can give him a pet and name it Tidbit.
It's another thing to
Padbit,
feed.
tidbit, whatever. But I think I want to roll to talk to these knights who aren't guards. They're different. They're higher status.
You already spoke to them. You rolled.
I spoke to guards. You described it as speaking to guards earlier. Now I'm speaking to knights.
This guy was knights coming into the
Technically,
area.
right.
Guards.
No. Well,
Chat, play the clip.
This time it's guards. Last time it was knights.
I want to talk to the knights. But fine, if it's guards, it's still a different role.
You can go ahead. You can roll.
Thank you very much. And now that they know who I am, do I get advantage because I convinced them there's a vampire and maybe save their lives?
No,
I get
that's right. That's right, Rayron. You remember it.
I'm giving myself advantage anyway because I hate you.
I'll just take the lower of the two rolls. Good boy. Are you happy with your 8?
No, I like a 14. It's a 14, not an 8. How dare you? Hey,
So
look,
anyways,
Timid Kitten rolled a giveaway advantage and got a 20. I should get advantage.
yeah, but Timmy Kitten is also 666, not 777, so their opinion doesn't matter.
I think it matters a lot more. I'd be much more afraid and listen.
Well, why is that?
Satan's scary, yo.
You scared of numbers?
Yes.
But 666 isn't like referenced in the Bible or anything. That's like a made up thing.
No, but it's the number of the beast, and it's referenced in song and folklore.
Which beast? Because I can be a beast. I've been
You're a
called
beast.
a
A
beast.
big, scary one, not a little whiny one.
Like a pussy poggers. That's a whole beast of its kind.
Pat, speaking of beastly pussies, so your chat was asking for you to have
What
a.
was that stroking? You want
You don't
Yeah,
want to
why
know.
is it
cats.
You don't want to
There's
I
know.
don't even see your other arm. You're just
That's
Wingardium
freaking hooligan.
Leviosa.
When we
Leviosa.
say pussy, he starts stroking his. I don't understand.
Sorry, Scott.
No, you're fine. So chat was asking for you to have a tabby cat for a pet in the game, so you can name it Goober.
Chat asked for me to get
But I don't
advantage
have
too.
a tabby
so-
cat.
What?
I don't have a tabby cat.
Well, they asked specifically for you to have a tabby. I don't know why, but I did inform them that your cat will likely die in game.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, I see. That's what I was saying, right? First of all, they can't even get the cat right. I know it's a calico, and they're saying it's a tabby because they're dumb. And second of all, they want to watch you suffer through the cat. You know, let's.
I'm so glad I made this roll, chat.
Yeah. So,
Honest-
anyways, let's get back
honestly,
to when your
last-
characters. Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
No. You honestly.
I went through a really rough day yesterday, and the whole my pets are gonna die at some point in time really got to me, and it's weird that you bring that up today.
No,
Yeah.
bad chat. Bad
I
chat.
didn't
Just for
tell
that,
anybody.
I'm punishing you
Kylie!
and giving myself advantage.
Kylie, how
Never
dare
mind.
Nope, you can take that advantage.
Never mind.
Kylie, this is your fault. This is your fault. Kylie
I'm
did
in
this.
Rena right now. No offense, Rena. Why am I Rena right now?
None taken.
Wow.
I'm mad.
Wow.
What's to happen to me?
All right, let's continue. And if somebody wants to purge Kylie, I don't blame you. So just give her a good old boop. So Wade, you talk to them and they give you no additional information.
Great. Well, that's my bit. I'm gonna go.
There's a long bet.
Uh,
I made that joke already.
Oh. The three of you return. And if you want to say the
The
phrase
vampire attacked me.
poggers again, you'll actually be able to
now he's doing it when we say poggers.
It's a trigger word. Now I think you're gonna say the combination.
that's not me. I don't say poggers pussy. So anyways, the three of you end up returning to find this place is actually rather busy. Unlike beforehand when you were here, it's actually rather busy. You've been gone for about 6 days time, and things have changed considerably. There's a good number of what are they called? Knights here. There's a good number of guards here. There's that tent setup that we discussed beforehand, and Derb is a little excitable at the moment.
That's not new though.
He would run up to Atelia like right away, and like, I don't know if he'd like grab it like her coat or whatever, or jacket or something, but he would just be like, the naked vampire came looking for you. I can prove it. She left me a clue. And he'll like point to his neck where the claw mark was.
So
happy to see you.
Ah, Witcher! We're so happy to see you. Welcome back.
No, God, no. Please, not anything
We're
with
gonna have a
that.
good time.
Please, no.
You did that a little too well.
You sir over there? Why so monster over here?
of all the
You
of all the
should've
impressions
made-
you want to do. Oh my
You should have
God.
made Derb that voice.
God.
Hey, chat, if you want, next time we have a Star Wars campaign, we can make Wade play a Gungan, just for you guys.
You still want a blade? Me to have one made.
Isn't Jar Jar the only Gungan that talks like that though?
Yes, dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like,
The rest are like, Jar Jar, calm the fuck down.
The whole thing.
Oh yeah, boss that.
Wade will have freaking concussions from just
good
doing
old
that.
motorboating, dude. I just watched those movies a couple nights ago.
Jar Jar,
They're
you
so
suckle
cringe,
so
but
over
they're
there.
so
All right, chat, remember that? If we do a Star Wars campaign again, Wade is playing a Gungan. We have to hold him to it.
What do you mean again? Our Star Wars campaign's on pause.
Yes, pause, just like Dark Sun.
Yeah, pause.
Yes, pause. Just like poggers.
Just like that Witcher campaign I was playing before. It's on pause. And my Mass Effect campaign, that's on pause too.
Got a high intelligence Gungan.
Yep. Was it Temple of the Paternal Element? That one's on pause
He
too.
says so smart. Ah, yes, Ani. Hello.
Let's
He said no with the nuclear codes.
Can I or Ember investigate the wound that Alp left behind?
Yeah, and Bear would actually be better at it with a medicine check.
technically,
Yeah.
I don't think I could hear you.
Are
Why?
you not
What's I
nearby?
said? What's I got?
Oh,
that
is it just the
from?
owl?
If I'm
No.
still in the owl, then I can't
No,
hear.
no,
I
you're.
don't think
you-
so.
you-
I think we
you-
met up again.
You walked
Okay,
up to
cool.
the place. Yeah, you guys have returned.
Cool,
With
cool, cool.
feet.
Yeah.
Both of them?
Just
Once you lost one, I don't roll to see if you
just
lost
one
a
of
foot.
them.
Okay.
One of them turned into a
Evens, I
claw.
have both my feet. Odds I lost one.
The claw.
Octavius, could you please stay on point?
No,
You
I
have both
my
your feet.
Stop saying my real name.
It was funny. Because I'm trying to know if I should call you Gus or like Octi or like Octopogger's pussy.
He's Dr. Octavius right now.
He's
He didn't-
Doc
he
Ock,
didn't react.
literally.
He didn't react. It was awesome.
Look at my scar.
Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say the cool set is complete?
I never tell you how I got this scar.
Sir, could you please roll your medicine check, please?
I don't know. I kind of like not rolling and just listening. All right, I'll roll.
I wouldn't.
14.
Okay.
Nice, dude.
You actually can compare because you obviously helped Rena repair a lot of her wounds from those same claws. So you can actually identify, yeah, these look like Alp claws. And
Yep.
Wade, you were in the middle of telling your
Been
story.
bitten.
You're infected.
Got a
With
big
the
ouchie
beat
on my neck.
Sorry.
What was that? It? Or do you want to finish that rhyme?
Oh, scared the vampire off. At least I did my best. She wouldn't attacked the knights. They can tell you the rest.
Are the knights still over? Like he gestures over. How long after this happened? Like with this like not long after.
4 days
we, like,
later.
walk up. Oh, a couple
4
days. Later.
days.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Okay.
it's a short walk.
Serves as some bags under his eyes. Then
I will go talk to the knights.
stress and anxiety.
Okay. It's a pleasure to see you again, Lady Witcher. How is it that we can be of assistance?
I heard the Alp came through this way.
Indeed. Apparently it came before we got ourselves entirely settled into the area. We have, of course, since secured it, and unfortunately have not seen her again. Had we would have resolved the issue. Your friend,
Go to
he's doing,
requisition silver blades.
he's doing well now, correct?
They're tending to him.
He's turned into a muppet.
Do you know
doing-
which direction she might have gone?
We don't know. We can, of course, point to the direction she immediately ran off to, but easily could have gone any direction from there. We weren't able to hunt her down beyond her immediately leaving our sights. However, beyond this single Alp, it seems like more things have been happening. If I remember correctly, and I believe I do, this is something you were looking to attend to. Is this still a task that you had accepted?
The night rhyme.
Turning out to be a larger one than I initially anticipated.
Indeed, for all of us. Many lives at stake. I hope
Diablo-
that you are well underway in your task then.
I am. I'm currently working on determining the full area of where these vampires could be.
Is there some way we can be of assistance? Perhaps you need a map or something of the sorts to try to discern where this might be?
I could use one, yes. And could you also tell me what is do we know what's north of here, of this main city? Are we in the main city? Is that where we
You
are?
know you're north of that now.
We're north of that?
Mhm.
Oh, so we are where I assumed.
Yeah, or near to it. You know what I mean? Within a quarter day's ride. Actually, you don't know yet
Couple
until you get a
years
map.
later.
You're within
Oh,
a
okay.
50-mile radius, dude.
Then just the map. The map will do.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Absolutely, of course. And now that you're back, I imagine we can relinquish the guard that we had set to watch your friend.
I turn to look at Derb, assuming that's who they're talking about.
Mhm.
And I'll turn back and nod.
Good.
Derb doesn't nod. Is the steel blade done, by the way? Can I present the steel blade?
Yeah, you can.
Here.
I don't think you told Rena that she said she's hunting for her.
I did. I
But
said,
I
I said it was
assume-
coming. I said it was looking for her.
Yeah,
Can-
he said.
Can you assume
but-
what, Rena?
Well, he said it was looking for me, so I'm assuming that it's the same one who's already hunting me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
I
you
can
you
can
said
describe. There was
because
a
in-
freckle on the left tit.
There we go.
teat. She's a heifer.
Wait, that doesn't work for that.
Anyway, can I have that map now? And then Derb hands over the silver sword.
It's a steel one this time.
Steel.
Steel.
Sorry.
Can we get steel swords in chat? Is that exciting? So you hand over the steel sword. Rita, you look it over. It's a finely crafted blade. It's nothing noteworthy. It's nothing incredible. You know, it's just
Compared to what she had, it's a goddamn dream.
Well, yeah. But that's just because it got beat up over the course of a long period of time.
Yeah,
But
that's why.
But it's a finely crafted blade. Okay, that doesn't work, Timid. It doesn't work. That's not how arms work.
The
Okay,
other one.
it's like one of those like the arms like cross like this. It doesn't work.
there.
Bad. But then it's the silver sword arena that also doesn't work. Okay, Wade.
BH already has it.
It works.
That's Rena.
Moving on. So, yeah. You grab the map and you start trying to map it out with everybody. Doing the mapping it out part, this is actually pretty easy. You gather together everybody's information, what you've talked about, so on and so forth, and you actually are able to discern the areas where this kind of stretches through. The whole circumference area that it seems to go around. It looks like the center point, whatever it is that's keeping them agitated and nearby, it's somewhere between where you are now and the vineyard.
Oh,
Like it could be this location, it could be that location,
That's
or
a 6
somewhere
days
between the two.
travel.
Shut up, weird. Somewhere between the two, and it's so you're like, god damn it, it's you're not. You could actually be standing in the location now, in theory, so on one of the edges of what would be the center point.
do they have any other info for me regarding like vampires they've encountered?
So when you kind of like map this out, and I imagine you call a couple of the knights over. So it's like, Lady Witcher, something else that you needed assistance with?
I'm curious if or what you've encountered within the area and where exactly. If you could show me, she'll motion towards the map.
Certainly. If you just give me a moment's time, I will go and retrieve where it is that we have kept log of the different attacks and the creatures we've encountered. It's important to track the number that we've had to slay. Give me a moment. And he'll kind of go off and grab what he needs to and comes back with another knight. Excuse me, getting on. My apologies. And comes back with the kind of like the logbook of where everything is. And it's kind of like if you have the map laid out and you're drawing like your little circumference or whatever there. They grab little pins, like colored pins, and they start using these to pin into the map of to where all the different attacks were. And you can see that all these attacks that happen, the only attack that happened in the central area is the one against Derp. Because it was explicitly hunting for you. Nothing has happened in the central area. And they say, well, truth be told, we haven't seen it, heard of any reports or attacks at the farm, at the vineyard itself, because once you bring that to their attention, at the vineyard itself. But then again, we also haven't inquired. We can send a messenger to see if we can discover what's happened. They could probably be back in an hour's time. They know how to ride a horse correctly.
Do you assuming we don't know how to ride horses?
I'm just kidding. It would take them about a day's time to go there and come back.
2 days if we have our
We
horses.
don't
go
have
fast.
2 weeks, dude.
Did he say 7 months? Oh my god.
Well, if the
We'll never
vineyard's
get
where all
there.
the monsters are, we slay them all and we take it for ourselves.
No, wrong.
She will agree that they should
Oh, she
send
agrees.
word.
She'll agree what?
That they should send word to the vineyard.
Absolutely. We will investigate to see if there have been any attacks there. Just to understand, so we're on the same page here with what it is that we're trying to discern. If there are attacks at the vineyard, then that means it most likely would not be the area that you're looking for. It would be somewhere else. And the lack of attacks would mean that is more than likely the center point.
Is that a fair assumption, Scott? Like, is that what you would think? Is like
Yeah,
wherever
yes.
the attacks
You're
kind of
looking for-
circle
Yeah.
is where? Okay, then yeah.
Okay. Nods and says, we'll send word out there. And is there anything else that you're going to be investigating on? Any other way that we could be of assistance? We need to see this through.
I guess she would tell them about the Alp in particular, the one that attacked Durham.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't really talk to them about it, or would he have?
He said,
They
they
came over
attacked
talking
me.
about it that night, so I
My
told them
neck.
about it then.
You
I
told the
them-
knights about it,
I told them what you had told me about it.
that it was hunting me, essentially. So they're
I would have
already
told.
aware.
Yeah. Sure, but yeah.
So you reiterate that to the guards, to the knights?
Yeah.
Yes, this seems to be something that we can use to our advantage. Of course, if you don't mind lying as bait, it could cause it to resurface. Though, truth be told, perhaps here is not a good place. There are a lot of
Yawning.
what's it called? There are a lot of there's a lot of collateral damage that could be had, innocents that could be harmed for no
The
reason.
forge. Yeah. Hopefully,
Yeah.
they all want to requisition some silver weapons to fight this thing.
No, silver's too expensive, man. Making an individual silver blade is prohibitively
Nice.
expensive. Yeah, they don't. No, they just
Oh,
hire a
just want
witcher. It's
that.
cheaper.
Get them
It's-
sweet sacks of coin.
It's cheaper to hire a single witcher than it is to arm a bunch of knights.
An entire army. A witcher is like the equivalent of like what was it in the game? Like 30, 40 men or something like that?
Yeah.
Something. It depends on the witcher, obviously, but I mean, witchers are like
It'll get better, Pat. Jesus.
To what they said,
No.
she would respond with and what exactly are you getting at?
If this thing is hunting you down, you can use it to your advantage. We've all done such tactics before. Of course. As bait. To lure it in. All of you seem well enough prepared to handle the creature.
It's
Would I
stronger
be-
than your average vampire.
would I be nearby to like hear this entire conversation?
You guys are all meant to be a part of the conversation.
Okay. But I don't. Can Dorian do like a perception check over this? Was there a map that they were showing this off of?
Yeah,
Like where
There was.
would I be able to know just off of my knowledge of this area if there was a good way to like lie in wait, or would that something the knights automatically already know since they know the
gladly-
land?
This is the map that I've been using, just so you guys know. I share it's one of the many maps I shared with you guys forever ago. This is the one I've been using while playing the game, just to keep an eye on where things are. But you were saying?
Yeah.
Would I be able to know where the best place to like lie in wait as like, you know?
Oh, just somewhere removed from other people, somewhere kind of like safer.
Or we could do the yeah. For a bait control spot as well as for us to then
Correct.
set lay trap.
Correct.
Would
And
I
see-
be able to know that, or would the soldiers already kind of instinctually know?
No,
because they know
if
the
you-
land a lot fresher than I do.
You might
And
inquire.
they have this.
You might inquire, and they could give you suggestions. So go right ahead and ask.
Yeah.
On the map, it shows Monster Nest and Vineyard Infestation. It was already marked for us.
Oh, shut up.
Should turn all that off.
Dorian would approach the table and just say, I know I am no war veteran, no, or have I fought in many fights or battles, but would this not, and kind of putting his hand on the, you know, like circling around a certain area, wouldn't this be the most ideal place to lie in wait to kind of surprise the monster?
Looks at the map right there and says, truth be told, there is a bit of a ledge that is right there. It would give a
I didn't know if I needed
opportunity.
to roll anything for that, just because my
No,
knowledge of the area.
You're fine because, again, you just know this area because you grew up here, you know? There's a bit of a ledge there. That ledge could be used if one were to be keen to hide, lie in wait for an ambush while you were waiting for it to ambush you. And you could potentially see it coming. Shrubbery is about, but not much by way of true foliage to hide behind. It could work. It might also know what you're planning and attack you from round back first, but you're saying that it has a bloodlust for you and you alone, so...
Me not understanding the context, and I would kind of like look around Dorian, would be kind of just even just a bit more stressed out, like me ask like asking just
shakes his head. Atelia, of course.
oh, he would just utter just under his breath, but enough for everybody to hear. Oh, thank God.
I actually have a question about this, Witcher. Perhaps you can answer it. You say that it has a bloodlust. It craves just your blood, yours alone. Would it not then consume anything else in the interim?
I know that these creatures, once they like are fixated on something, that's what they hunt until they follow through, right?
Correct. That's
Yeah,
weird,
okay.
but yes.
Once they've got a target, they tend to see it through.
How long has it been since it last tasted you?
A couple of
Personal.
days.
5-6 days.
No, it's been a while. Like
Oh.
like more because you guys just traveled for 6 days.
The first one. I'm thinking of the one that we just killed. It's been like
8
what,
days?
I was
9
gonna say
days?
close to like 2 weeks, isn't it?
No, like 9 days, something like that. Because
Well, I
you
thought
guys,
it took us time to travel back to Wade.
You did, but not as long as you guys joke about.
What?
Yeah,
the-
so 9-10 days somewhere in there. I could say 9 or 10 days, so close to 2
I thought
weeks.
it's
I guess
been at
week and a
least
half.
8 months.
Oh Jesus Christ, Messy, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say in character actually. But the vampire just attacked Derb, right?
4
So
days
it's-
ago? 3 days ago?
He looks to Derb and says, "Correct me if I'm wrong, Gnome, but or he says Smith. He doesn't say Gnome. Correct me if I'm wrong, Smith. It didn't truly attack you. It's inquired."
True, in a relatively menacing way. It simply asked where to find the Witcher.
So it didn't threaten to take any of your blood?
It did take Derb's blood. I'll point like the tiny little scratch on his neck.
So maybe it's still trying to feed. It's just it's like eating something you don't want.
It
Again,
implied if it didn't find the Witcher at the knight's tents, it would come back angrily. Though I don't know if it could follow through if this curse be true.
but again, correct me if I'm wrong, Smith. Those were its claws, not its fangs. It didn't taste you. It simply harmed you.
Oh yes, just the claws. Anything
Hmm.
more, and there would be no more Smith, I'm afraid.
And then he looks back to Attilia and says, Attilia, you... If this thing hasn't eaten in 8, 9, whatever days it's been, how long can it go without sustenance before it starts to suffer?
I know that.
You honestly, maybe not. You
Don't
can
we have a check for this?
you can roll for it to see
Knowledge
if you.
vampire.
What do I
Do we
roll?
have a monster lore check?
There is not. I don't think I ever made that as a redeemable
damn.
thing yet either.
Damn.
Yeah. I was at 1, 0 to
Can
2.
people gamble and take my initiative points yet?
No, not yet. I never instituted that thing yet.
Okay.
What have you
Um,
done during Thanksgiving break? Nothing.
Cooked,
Nothing.
pooped.
Hey, you said last week I had Thanksgiving with like over 10 people. I did not have Thanksgiving with over 10 people. I want to defend
It was
myself.
over
It was
20.
over 20. Yeah. Thank you, Wade.
No,
Thank you.
It was far less than 10. There were 6.
That's not far
Team.
less than
That's
10. That's,
less. I wouldn't say far. Far less. would
That's
be
like almost
4.
half. That's almost half. You
but
kidding me?
it's not half. It's not far. You have minuscule
I
numbers.
hate to agree with Scott, but I would not say far less.
Yeah.
Significantly less. The 4 is significant, but it's far.
Is okay. Fine.
Like how
My
is this?
mistake.
You're,
Sorry, guys.
You're significantly shorter than 6 feet. Would you agree to that?
Yeah.
You
Far
motherfucker.
less than 6 feet. It's more like Scott's height.
Scott's
Fuck you.
gaslighting me right now, Chad. Help.
Gaslighting's fun though.
Is that when you fart and put someone under the sheets and make them breathe it in?
Nope. That's
Does
called
Molly
love.
do that to you like all the time?
No, she did that when we first, like one of the first times that we like had lived together or whatever, like very early on.
Awesome.
Yeah, she baked me in the oven or whatever it's called. Dutch oven? Is that it?
Dutch oven, yeah.
So happy to hear
Yeah.
that, buddy.
I was overcooked.
Brittany has never and would never do that to me.
You say that now, but I'm sure you have a nice surprise
We
waiting for you.
proposed the next day. After I woke up from the fart coma, I proposed immediately.
He was like, I knew she was the one. Oh, Jesus.
Just like the vampire curse, I had eyes for no one else after breathing in that aroma.
God damn it.
Oh, that's funny. So, anyways, you had asked me a question about knowledge of this thing. I was going to allow Rena to roll a nature check.
Nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a vampire?
Yeah.
Nature
Wait.
or nurture?
Honestly, it's
What
supposed
about,
to be a thing integrated in, which I haven't done yet. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting
Big,
Actually, it's going to
meaty
take me a second,
claws.
but there is a rule in 5e.
about knowledge of things. There's an alternative optional rule, and it's based off of the kind of creature that you're fighting: arcana, nature, history, blah 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 blah
Exactly.
blah. But it's none of those because it's witch. Rena, you can roll the check. But wait,
Pretty
there's
sure
more.
Vampires are a thing in D&D, bro.
They are, but they're in D&D. They're undead.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll try to find the page anyway. Just 'cause I-
It's
Doesn't
okay.
matter.
Rena rolled. It's good. You don't know.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I
Show
tried.
that natty 20 just to tease everyone. Just like, chat, I'm here to suck.
Wow.
Ahaha. I found it.
Great.
So, Rena, you were trying to see if you, with a vampire, what was the question?
If I would know how long it could last before it like needed to feed again.
You wouldn't know, unfortunately.
All right.
Well, you do know
I'd
this.
Say so.
You do know this. They have something called a blood addiction.
So once okay, similar to once they have a target, or they taste a certain creature's blood, then that's the only one they want to feast on. Is that right?
More or less, they can enter into frenzies if they
They're
don't.
like penguins.
They can enter into
Once
frenzies.
they suck your blood, they only suck yours.
Hey,
They're
penguins?
like demonic penguins.
What? Oh, because penguins do something for life, I guess. Okay, cool.
Aren't crows like that too?
I have no idea.
I don't
Couldn't
know.
tell
Only
I
know
thought you
about
were saying that
penguins.
penguins suck blood. That's
They
when.
do.
That's what I thought too.
What do
I
you
was
mean
like-
they do?
They suck the blood of the younglings.
So, continuing, what do you say or do?
I told him that I don't know how long, but that it is possible it could go into like a sort of frenzy.
Yep, into a frenzy where it just like loses control over itself. Will attack immediately if it hasn't had the blood in a long period of time, and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm.
It makes sense.
So we shouldn't waste any time.
The good thing about the frenzy is, even though they're more dangerous, is once they shapeshift into being a vampire, they can't shapeshift back. Like they're very, very obvious. They can't use their innate spells or anything like that. They can't
I was gonna say, doesn't
charm
their
as
like
easily.
base intelligence go down too? I'm
A
not saying
lot-
that in 5e, but like
A lot of that stuff happens. Yeah.
they become more beast mode than cognitive thinking mode.
The good news / bad news is that attack rolls that they make have advantage, but attacks against attacks against it and attacks that you make both have, you know what I mean, advantage both ways is what I'm trying to say here. Advantage both ways.
Yeah.
Which is kind of important because when you deal with Alps specifically, Alps are actually elusive. All attack rolls against them have disadvantage unless the Alp is incapacitated or restrained. Or in this scenario, you actually have advantage, which counters a disadvantage. So it's normal attack rolls against them. This is why the Alp didn't have that before. It's because it was frenzied before. And no attack roll can ever have advantage against an Alp. So, but anyways, so yeah, the thing is frenzied and so
My
just gotta
cat's
bear in mind.
eating my hair.
Yeah, Pat's being eaten before our eyes.
Yeah.
Does
say-
this
Oh my
with
God.
Marie and I?
Augers.
In Soviet Russia, eat.
Oh my god. Shut up. Stop right there.
Anthony, you thought that was funny.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I enjoyed that too much.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry. All right, so Rita, the frenzy.
You're right. I told the knights about it. That's where I left off.
Yep. He nods and says, "Understood. Be safe."
We're off to kill a vampire.
All right, well, it's time to lay the trap.
Okay. We walk away then.
What's the
The
trick?
Take
best
the
thing we
map
could
with
do
me.
is go to the vineyard, tell them all to clear out, and use that as our base of operations, and then just live there.
Just kill them all.
Gerald's
We're
not
gonna
coming back.
Acquisition the farm. Why do you keep calling him Gerald?
His name is Gerald, man.
I know it's
not Jared.
borderline triggering. It's borderline. It's like
Oh, is it?
Dude, Wade does this as long as I've known him. He's like, so what kind of games do you like? I was like, oh, I love Zelda, like Ocarina of Time. He's like, oh, Land Before Time. I love that one.
Zelda Land Before Time. With Littlefoot and Navi.
Oh man, that does not sit well with me. I don't like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, welcome to the club. I've
Tell me
endured it
about
for
it.
years.
Feed me, Messi.
I'm not going to. Please
Feed
put
me,
it away.
Octavius.
listen.
Yeah,
if you
don't-
keep
don't
behaving
look
this
me up.
way, I'm gonna get Ethan Hunt.
You're gonna-
I'm just glad we're on the same page here, Scott.
I can't believe that Tom Cruise said he'd come on the show, but only if Wade leaves.
He did.
He
But that's
does
only
not
because
like tall
Wade has
people.
done some seriously anti-Scientology things before, and he can't share the stage with anti-Scientologists.
Drunk Minecraft. Yep. Far Sky. Gary's mod. Very anti-Scientology, unfortunately.
Carrie's
You
mod.
know, Scott, I wanted to come on your show, but that Wade guy,
Yeah.
he said some mean stuff about me in Gmod.
He prefers
Few
people of
years ago.
lower intelligence. I'm just too tall. I'm of the higher intelligence sort.
He's too tall, and he made fun of my religion on his Let's Plays.
All the time. That's what I'm famous for. That's how I got my start. My
Wait.
anti-Scientology podcast.
You're famous?
Only an
Wait, why do they know you?
anti-Scientology circles. I thought I would go to the grave with that secret, but now it's out there.
Ah.
I thought you looked familiar.
I'm
Wait,
very
you're the guy?
unaccommodating of specific people's beliefs, apparently. Just
Oh my
Tom Cruise.
God.
Everyone else is allowed to be part of Scientology, but Tom, mm-mm.
What about Tom Brady?
Screw you, dude. He can join.
Tyler Brady.
Tyler Brady.
You guys like the way he's like Peyton Manning now? He just bombs interceptions every friggin' game now.
Tyler Brady?
Yeah.
Wasn't aware that Tyler Brady played.
I mean, he plays like marbles and Phasmophobia.
Phrasmophobia. I love
Yo, what?
phrasmophobia.
Why are you doing it now? Oh my god.
Phasmophobia. I just said Phasmophobia. Or said fast.
Take over the vineyard now.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys heading to the vineyard or the
are.
or the spot where you're going to try to be a deep?
Oh no, the vineyard's like a month away, dude.
It's just
They
across,
sent word to the vineyard.
it's just-
Yeah,
it's
they were
just
gonna send
northwest.
word to
I'm
the
actually
vineyard for you.
I'm curious to see what the vineyard says back. Before
We will know in 2 months.
do.
So
Why wouldn't we just go now?
I was just gonna say, do you want to go and investigate it yourself, or do you want to wait for word to come back?
They're all vampires. We got to clear them out.
Okay, let's just go
Let's
ourselves.
just go.
Okay.
Let's just go.
So like, actually, you keep your rider there. What? They're already back. What the? No. So
Should go let them inspect the blade I crafted with their silver and see how good it is.
So you go back to the vineyard. You start heading out to go that way. After a night's rest, you head over there because you're going to travel during the day because there's a lot of vampires about. You want to be wicked safe and stuff, guys. So you travel half a day to get there.
Is the Mojo Domo, whatever his name is, still there?
Mojo Jojo.
My name is Mojo Jojo.
Momo Domo. Hey, Momo,
You have some on my mind.
Hate that.
Momo Domo.
The hell is Momo Domo?
I don't know.
Yeah, apparently not, dude. Oh my god.
Hey, chat. Remember earlier I said I wasn't going to kill any PCs?
Oh no.
You said that? Why would you lie like that?
How do we make rocks fall? Is there a rocks fall everybody dies button yet? All right.
Just add it if you want.
I'm gonna have to.
I understand.
So you would you guys make your way back to the vineyard, and you go walking up, and on
We
the
knock on the door this time? Thank God. Patrick Birmingham static, don't you fucking dare. I already fixed this door once.
He walks up to the door and just like puts his hand on it, like,
wait. Did you
Hello.
just say his name is PBS?
I was hoping you wouldn't catch on to that.
PBS. Woohoo! Woof. Do you remember that?
What? Just, whatever.
Is that actually how it goes? PBS. Woohoo! Woof. Is that? Am I crazy?
I don't know, dude. I actually
you
don't
sound a
know.
little.
PBS is a
Sounds
little,
crazy.
little like woof at the end of it. No, am I nuts? I know I have to look it up when this is
I
over.
remember Nickelodeon had a weird color face thing. That's
Like the end of Buffy would have like a grr, arg. Like it had like a little like a woof. No, okay. Don't worry.
So we're gonna talk to the Momo Domo.
Yes, the Momo Domo. Will come over and be like, "You've returned."
I have I have a couple of questions about how you're faring here. I'm sure you've heard what's been going on with the vampires in the area.
Sordid affairs. It's upsetting to hear that Geralt hadn't completely resolved the issue.
May not be his doing. I believe it has something to do with a curse of some sort. Just trying to pinpoint where exactly that curse is located.
Well, I'm not sure if you were hoping to find another few pounds of silver to accomplish that task as well.
Just wanting to know if you have experienced any attacks or heard anything.
Everything has been safe and fine here.
So no attacks here or in the surrounding area?
There's been no concerns that we weren't able to handle ourselves.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, of course.
How was your insight?
Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Rena, you can always roll whatever you want.
I know. I'm not
Can I
gonna
roll
make it
insight?
anyway. Yeah, go for it.
In my mind, the only way Rena's character makes sense is that she's always drunk.
It's the only way I deal with my
Always unlucky.
existence.
Do I
She's
get
always
anything?
I mean, sass.
It's not possible that Geralt had some kind of cursed item that could cause this from here, is it?
Cursed item. I'm not aware of such a thing. I suppose it could be possible. He keeps several of his artifacts here.
I'm not too familiar with curses myself, but it seemed like it had to originate somewhere between here and
That weird city.
Britneysville. What was the name of that place?
No, that's right.
It was where the what you call it is the Give me a moment. The tourney. It's where the tournaments and whatnot take place. The tourney.
Dorian, I've actually come across a cursed item once before.
Have you?
A long time ago.
How we met. He was carrying a cursed flute.
Dorian would chime in. To be fair, I didn't know it was cursed, and you were in possession of it. I'd kind of point to Durf.
He'll shake his head like he has for the last, like, however long we've known each other.
Do you still have the cursed flute?
Oh, the curse was removed by, like, his eyes widen, he gets a little pale. And Durham stops talking immediately.
What?
I can see this is difficult for you, but if you have any information that might be helpful, that would be a good time.
I'll just look at Dorian to talk. Durb's done.
We know of a lady that Durb is quite close with that can remove curses. And he would lean in to Ember for a price.
And at a price, Durb shivers again.
I don't understand. Is this relevant?
Would lean in even closer and just say, Lady Grundle.
You know who that is.
I do?
Absolutely you do.
Oh no.
Your mother.
You 100% know who that is. Because she is from the Coven.
Oh, fuck. When did you run into Lady Grundle again?
Had to
She
be
was a
year
witch that
ago,
we
yeah.
knew of about a year ago. She was told to be able to remove curses. I believe Lady Grundle is the name that was given to her by the townsfolk in the town that she lived in. I would recall the town that, you know, where they resided, as I'm sure I would know exactly where it's at.
I only bring this up because of the mention of a curse, and it's the only encounter with a curse was a cursed item.
And to be clear, Messi, she's been known as Lady Grundle for as long as you know. At one point in time, you referred to her as Auntie, though
Yeah,
there's no
I know.
relation or anything like that.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Would I have known that?
No.
No.
No, she
No.
made you say uncle.
Ah.
Hey.
Oh. Wade's
All the
on
pain
point.
you're in. When he tells me where he last saw her, is that anywhere close to here?
That was it's actually
Half a
just
day's ride.
no. It was the country north of here, just north of here. It was one of the countries out of here, just on the other side of the mountains.
Half a day's ride.
See,
Does Momo Domo have anything to say about the cursed item theory?
He did. He said
Oh,
that there might be. He has a bunch of items stashed here.
Rena, I know you can't, but could, in theory, if you could roll higher than a 10, Atelia be able to identify a cursed item?
She'd be able to detect the magic, whether or not it's just specifically cursed. That's probably outside of her purview. But maybe, Messy, can you cast detect magic? No? Yeah. Unfortunately, it's one of those. That's weird considering your background. She'd be able to identify different magic items, whether or not it's cursed. That would require skill checks, not just like an automatic.
Wait, aren't I good at determining magic things?
Yes, but you have to. Again, it's within limitation. It's not like you walk in the room, you're like, "Yep, smells cursed in here." Like, no. That's just your wife's blankets.
so D&D, right? Of course. Could I send my owl out to scout and look for vampires in this area again while I have this conversation, just like passively? Okay.
Yeah.
So
What's
I'd let
your
my owl
passive
go.
owl perception?
Yeah. I mean, these people aren't going to know what a friggin' familiar is. You know what I mean?
Right. So I'm just gonna send my owl out to go like just loop around in the grounds. And he turned to the major domo.
Who? Oh, Momo Domo.
And say, would you mind if I how many servants do you have on this vineyard?
Why is this a pertinent matter?
Is it possible the vampire's hiding out among you?
I mean, as far as I understood, vampires, as Geralt had explained it to me, it is possible that a person that you believe to be a person is in fact a vampire, but from my understanding, those vampires, the ones that easily hide amongst the others, amongst other people, don't have the same tastes or desires that these vampires we're encountering do. So they wouldn't really be a concern.
Right. I guess we could try to use you as bait then, Witcher.
Pardon me?
You can tell him.
The plan the knights came up with for locating the alp that's after me.
That's good and well, and I wish you good luck, of course. Safety, and I imagine you're going to use that amount of silver that you procured from the estates. But I would like to request that whatever encounter you intend to have takes place well outside of the vineyard. And this lands. I don't need one of your feuds traipsing over vines that are over 100 years old.
We would never be so bold.
Nods to Derp. He actually likes Derp.
And the silver, by the way, has already been made into quite the, well, probably my best blade. He'll, like, nod toward her back.
It's killed one thing.
Not that one. Not yet.
The blade's fault.
It's my fault.
No
okay.
comment.
All right. Well, thanks.
Nods and says, "Are you concerned about finding some cursed item? Then handle this Alp situation, or whatever this is. I don't need it attacking in here. Once you've found yourself free and clear of that danger, and you're not going to be traipsing warfare through the halls, you're welcome to come back, and You can look about and see if there's anything that might be of interest here. Bear in mind, nothing leaves this estate without my explicit approval.
All right.
Ah! I was waving by.
Wow.
I was waving by to Jenna Wilhite, and then my camera went dark.
That's perfect
That
timing.
was the most pleasant thing to happen today.
It's because we didn't take a break 45 minutes ago. Go ahead.
Who needs them?
All right. I guess we're gonna prepare for the little bait and hopefully kill deal that we're doing, but I want to craft some stuff before I do it.
You go and figure things out and return when it's all done. And because you've been honest, I would appreciate you extend that one bit further. Proof of the Alp's demise would be nice before you come in looking for the curse.
Done.
Nods and says, I wish you luck. Be well, he says to all of you.
I will
Sure,
turn
but
to
just
leave.
like nod.
Okay. And you guys would walk out. Rena,
He has a weird craving for wine right now. He can't figure out why. Hate that.
Yeah.
Rena, do you you make your way? So, where is the plan for this fight to take place? Is this going to be?
Wasn't it closer to where we were before?
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a better part of a
Maybe.
day.
Half a
Scout.
day's ride.
Less than half a day. Look at that.
Okay.
Wait, can't we scout out like a good place for this to set this trap up?
Well, you
that's
found the
what
place.
That's what
I
the knight
did.
said.
I did that like an hour and a half ago.
You did?
Yeah, he took care of it, and it's
Oh.
less than half a day's
Did
back.
you do a
so,
good job?
So you can get back just in time to have a
Good.
short rest.
Proud of you.
Where am I sitting at? Because I don't know that I did any healing.
Days have passed.
Oh,
Days have
okay.
passed. You guys are fine. Y'all fine. It's all fine. Wait, my hand's disappearing. Do you guys see that?
Now
getting
we
really
just get the
blurry.
rest
You're
of you to follow
disappearing.
suit.
Ah!
Look at those tiny little kid arms he has. The arms of a 4-foot man.
You made
I'm
him
6
cry.
foot. If you had to round to the nearest number, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm only off by 1 inch.
If
If you round up to the nearest 10 feet, you're 0 feet tall. I got you.
I wear boots all the time. I'm usually over
I'll
6
bet
feet.
they are like studded, like heel
No,
boots.
they're just Tim's.
I also own Kiss platform boots too, Scott.
Weird.
They're pretty
Weird.
cool.
Weird admission. But just like Tim's.
That's cool.
You just called him weird?
Yeah. I'm
Come on,
fine.
dude.
I don't use a booster seat for my chair.
No, you don't have to round down. You just round to the nearest.
If you round to the nearest 6 foot, he'd be 6 foot.
No, just the nearest inch.
Yeah, I think you failed your deception roll there.
Continuing on, Rena. You go in there to plan this out. Now, the way it happens to work out, because it was a half a day's ride here and you went the next morning as previously discussed, so you can travel during the daytime, you turn back round and you're going to do less than half a day's ride back to get to the location. This doesn't give you a lot of time to set up at that location, but it does give you about an hour, which is enough time for a short rest and to brew the potions that you might want to brew before you actually engage into a fight. So what do the three of you do during this time? Maybe Wade, you're going to take her rune and pop it into her sword for her. And the three of you, are you going to try to hide in that previously discussed location that Patrick had discovered?
I would suggest it.
While Rena just stands around and twiddles her thumbs.
I'll scout actively with the owl to see if I can spot it coming before, so I can give a warning.
Okay. Rena, you can brew a thunderbolt or a shrike I'm not sure which of those two you'd prefer better more.
Yeah, I was trying to look at this, and I think that's how I'm reading that correctly.
The only reason why you can't do both is actually no, you can't do a thunderbolt, can you? You don't have
think so.
vitriol. You don't have vitriol.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, you did
That's
get
what I
vitriol.
thought.
You got cow's eyes.
Crow's eyes.
Crow's eyes. Sorry. Yeah, you do have vitriol.
Crows, cows, what's the difference?
I'm just making sure you only have 3 vermilion. Yeah, 'cause you only had 1, and then somebody gave you an herb, and so you got only 1 more. So so you would need 1 more vermilion to be able to make both of those potions, which I won't lie, those
Thunderbolt and
potions
what?
together would be badass. Shrike. Because
Can I
just
use any of my initiative to give herbs?
no. So Shrike, just so the chat knows, Thunderbolt will increase your strength from whatever it is to a 21. Rena, what is it currently?
Increase what? To 21? Sorry.
Strength.
Oh, my strength is a 14.
So bring it from a 14 to a 21. It's a +7 to her strength, which is ridiculous. And Shrike, for 1 hour, if you take damage from a melee attacker within 5 feet, you may cast poison spray on them as reaction, is the lame text for it, because I haven't updated it yet. But more or less, Rena, did you notice that your character has token actions? You don't know what that is.
What are you talking about?
So
I
if
was
you're-
like, I have
if
no
you're in
idea
roll
what you're
20,
talking about.
if you're in roll 20,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
click on your mini,
Wait, someone used find an herb. They redeemed an herb.
Right here. Okay.
a few of them have.
Okay.
So you click on your mini. Did you see what happened at the top of the
6-day
screen?
hike. We didn't find any.
No. Wait. Oh, yes. Now I see it.
So you're going to be using
interesting.
that. You're going to be using that. So because we know you're probably going to make a Thunderbolt, why don't you go ahead and click Thunderbolt for me?
I don't want to waste it.
It's,
If
it's not going to.
good.
It's not going to waste. You're going to click that. You're going to use it as part of the. Because you're going to make it and you're going to
Oh,
drink
I
it.
see. Okay, I thought it was gonna roll something.
It pops into chat for you.
Oh, look at the cute little potion gifts. Those are cute.
Yeah, so your effective strength score changes to 21 for 1 hour and so on and so forth. So obviously you would quaff these potions as soon as you know that the thing's coming, because you explicitly chose an area where you can kind of see it coming from a distance. Beautiful. I'm going to click herb 3 times to make sure that you can get, if you can get at least 1 vermilion, I think it is, then
Yes.
you'll be
Yes.
you'll be fine.
How many vermilion do I have currently?
3.
Oh
You
yeah,
need
I only
4.
need 1 more.
First thing we rolled was a Rebus. Second thing we rolled was a
Hey,
vermilion. And third thing we rolled was a Aether. All right, so what are those? Your Aether is going to be, let's say it's another spore, because it's basic. Your Rebus is going to be a wine stone, because that makes sense. Like as you're walking away from the vineyard, like, ooh, look at that. And your vermilion is going to be, we could say it's another pyrite. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
And that allows you to craft those different potions. I don't know if there's anything else you can craft after you make those 2, but you would make a Shrike and a Thunderbolt, and you technically have to roll to make sure that those work. Oh, wait, do you have another Hydranium for that? Did I do math wrong before?
Did we pick up mistletoe? I can't remember.
You got 2 of them.
We did.
2 mistletoes.
I have 2. That's
Two-
not on here.
two
Did I
mistletoes.
pick up the? Oh, and the other petals too.
Yeah, the Geneva petals. Yeah, I had one on
Yeah.
there.
Sorry.
Rena, you're bad at this game.
Well, she
Can't
was
blame
also
the
putting
rolling
stuff
for
for me,
this.
which was helpful.
This is your medicine pouch.
Yeah, so
Gotta pack the pouch.
okay, moving on. So yeah,
Is
you
that
would
a
actually
euphemism? I don't know about.
so you want the Thunderbolt, the Shrike. You can make both of those, and I would honestly subtract that from your list of ingredients so you can see. And you're not going to be able to make anything special with those because they had too many ingredients that are all over the map. Subtract whatever you're going to use so you can see what's left over if you want to make any other potions.
So all 4 of those, 2 of these. Okay, so what? It just
Just delete them or set them to 0 or whatever.
2 of these. So I
But
guess
2
those
death
2.
dust.
Okay. Hang on.
The more yellow you use, the better if it's an option.
2 green, a yellow, and a blue.
And chat, I showed an image of what this is. I think I actually posted it for the Patreon chat. I can share this over in the regular Witcher spoilers for what it is that Rena's using, because I more or less made it easier for her.
I just subtracted everything.
Cool. Thank you very much.
So this is what I have left over.
Oh, did you didn't subtract the death dust for your
'Cause I
two
used-
Rebus?
I used green mold instead
Oh, gotcha. That's fine.
because it's easier to find.
Okay, that's fine.
I assume.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is easier to find, even though it's Rubido. So is there any other potions you would want to make? Like, for instance, bindweed, if that's useful. Can you make cat? You can't because you would need one more Quabrith to make cat. Cat's friggin' useful. Anything else you'd want to make or no? A white Raffords? Nope, you can't make that because you don't have the vitriol.
Nothing else, I guess. Just those two.
Yeah, because you used up all your vitriol, didn't you? You did. Your crow's eyes.
Yeah, that's the only one I had.
Okay. Because you used
Not
up
to
the white
sound
vinegar
stupid,
forever.
but is the only way to find herbs this system?
Huh?
Is this the only way we actually do come across herbs? Is when people
By
are
pressing
older?
find herb? No. Remember, while they were traveling, she got to roll to find some herbs. Or if she's,
okay.
or if you guys actually kill a beast, like when she kills the Alp, no question, she's immediately gonna pull out what is it, Alp fangs? She's gonna get them. But if she rolls well, she might get other parts from it as well.
Oh, so monster parts count as herbs too?
Yeah, not as herbs, as ingredients. Herbs is just also ingredients. Yeah. Find herbs is just to make it so the more mundane ones. But ingredients so she can make potions. So Rena, there's nothing else that you're gonna make, correct?
I guess not.
Okay. Cool. Unless you're gonna make a bindweed, but I don't even know what that does.
Gain resistance to acid damage.
Yeah, it doesn't do acid, so you're good.
Yeah, none of those work.
I'm
Okay,
doing acid,
that's
man.
Fine.
Don't do acid,
Cool.
that's bad.
So Thunderbolt and Strike.
Cool. All right. Beautiful. So,
That sucks though.
why?
I can't even take both of them
Why?
because my toxicity max is 5.
And what are
and they're
they?
both toxicity level 3.
Oh, you just go over toxicity.
What's that do?
You
Gives
only
you-
die.
No, it gives you so let's see. Your maximum toxicity
poison.
equal to Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus. If you consume more toxicity than your rating, you become poisoned for 10 minutes. The triggering potion and all further potions last for half as long. So the first potion she drinks will last the hour. The second potion she drinks only lasts for half an hour. So she'd have to be careful about which one she chooses to drink first, which one second. And she'd want to do it when she thinks that the thing's coming, but because poisoned is a scary state, you'd want to do it when you know that when you like know it's coming, but like it isn't there yet, because it gives time to like the poison state, kind of go away. There's ways around this. She could actually craft potions with all of the ingredients being of the albedo, and that will get rid of
The
that.
libido potions, yes.
But she unfortunately does not have enough albedo to pull that off right now. So she actually used it all, even now.
I don't know
So
about potions, but I got pills for the libido.
albedo.
You do you.
It means
Tomato,
white.
tomato.
It means white. It's like albino.
I stand by what I was saying.
There's albedo.
Say
There's
Major Blunt earlier, Major Weed or something.
rubido, and there's
I rolled a
negredo.
napkin for you. It's a napkin. Look, it's napkin. But it looked like a big weed.
So Rena.
Mm-hmm.
So those two potions. Did you want to bloop the other ones so you can see its effects?
Oh yeah, the which one did I do? Thunderbolt or yeah,
Mhm.
I did. So Strike.
So if you take damage from a melee attacker within 5 feet, you can cast poison spray on them as a reaction. Ha ha. And I think poison spray is also built onto your character sheet, isn't it? Or is it not?
No.
I thought it did. But we can put that on you. All right, cool. Well, since we're preparing for this combat, maybe next session we could actually get a little bit more done if Wade is a little less Ray-Rin, if he isn't so extra.
Happening.
Right. So, anyways.
Got you there though. Like honestly.
We obviously end at 1 p.m. 1 a.m. EST is when we end, and it's about that time now.
4-minute combat.
So yeah, have you ever
That's a
seen
lot
such
of
thing?
rounds. 6 seconds per round.
So why don't we start doing our little outro?
I'm Wade. That's Rena, Pat, and Octavius. We stream on Twitch. That's Scott. We'll see you next week.
Nobody wants to talk about where they are and who they're doing.
I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio, currently playing D&D.
I'm near
said
Sacramento,
who you-
California. Playing D&D. You're in the
we go.
Krusty Krab. You're welcome, Bikini Bottom.
Hey, what's up?
Bikini
Yeah, I just ate a crab patty. Come on down.
I
What's
would
the secret
consult a
formula?
doctor, and perhaps not visit that, we'll say, dining establishment to be classy. Again,
You know how hard it is to breathe down here?
No, I've never been.
I mean, again, if you're calling her a Krabby Patty, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, I see. You made it sexual again, didn't you?
No, I was referring to the restaurant. The restaurant.
Rena, where
sure.
are you? Where-
I'm at home playing D&D.
Okay. And Scottish Short.
Hey, Rena, what's that behind you on the floor?
My doggo. Rebecca.
Hey, Cryptic, can we get that dance that you voted us for about 6
When you
months
said
now?
Cryptic, the dog got up. Oh my god, Cryptic turns into a dog off camera.
Oh, I knew it.
You know, I've never seen Cryptic and the dog on camera at the same time.
I've never seen Cryptic on camera. He's afraid. The only pictures the only time I've ever seen Cryptic is wedding photos. I've seen wedding photos of Cryptic. That's right.
Wedding photos?
That's right. I've seen you on your happiest day, Crypt. Happiest day. He's like, oh,
All
that.
downhill from there.
He's like, that's not
Yeah.
my happiest day. My happiest day was when I go on my
Rena's like, it was.
It was for him.
Oh.
Wow.
It's a little bit nicer. I thought you were saying for you. That was the happiest day. It has all been downhill.
I'm gonna make a new emote of me standing next to 5'11" measuring tape. Okay, that is gonna be a new emote.
It's Photoshop.
I'll get a 1 ruler, like a 1 foot ruler
Well,
emote,
I
and
don't
put it
know.
right next to it to prove that yours is fake.
Emotes are pretty small. I feel like Scott would fit in it, but I don't think we'd get all 6 feet in an emote.
Yeah, the
don't
ruler
think-
measuring tape wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
I can jump way higher than 6 inches.
No, you
No, you
can't.
can't.
Yes, I
That's
can.
actually not true.
Oh, even Rena's
can.
on
Yes,
this,
I
dude.
can.
Rena's like,
No,
no,
I've
you
seen
can't.
him. I've seen him try
No,
to
most
jump,
people when
okay?
they jump and they like kick their bum on the way. I did straight like kept my feet straight, my legs straight jumps.
Is that how you
didn't even-
jump?
There's not much force in a
Bend
leg
your
You
knees.
have to
jump.
bend your fucking knees to jump. If your legs stay straight, it's no wonder you have a 1
No,
centimeter
no, no,
vertical.
no. You go like this. You go, as opposed to, You
No.
go,
I don't know why you're doing a long jump. If you want to get vertical, you go,
Yeah, but I was proving how D&D is stupid.
How many times have you dunked a
All
basketball
he
on a
did was
10-foot
look
rim?
dumb.
I'm sorry, what was that?
How many times have you dunked a basketball on a 10-foot rim?
Oh, God, 17, 18 times?
Without
something
a
like that?
trampoline or a ladder or cheating in any way.
Or stepping
Don't
on
talk
somebody
about
else's
vertical.
step.
Hold on. I have jumped and grabbed the net and climbed up the net and put it in.
That's not hard.
So the net sits what, like 8 feet? Because it's like a foot
Yeah,
and a half
about eight.
down?
Yeah, eight and a half.
Eight and a half
feet.
feet.
So I have jumped and grabbed the net standard hoop and grabbed it and climbed up the net and done that.
I can at least jump and hit rim, dude. Like,
I could jump and get the net and then do chin ups. I could do that.
Wow.
You do that? Yeah.
Chin up.
the
yeah.
Fisher Price
No, no, it's not.
You know, Wade
Oh,
used
He
to have an
jumped
afro.
up and climbed up the net on the Fisher Price. You know what happened? It was a real hoop. It was one of those that you can actually lower down. And he grabbed the net. Someone raised it up with him on there, and then he climbed.
I
up
don't have to
and-
take
Look at
this.
me.
I'm leaving.
And then he fell for a
He's on his high
Faerunian
heels.
minute before he hit the ground. It's a half a day's travel.
Okay. Is that at least a week?
Yeah, half a day's travel to get from the rim to the ground. He was so high up there.
Oh.
But then the wind blew, and he's so small and light, it kind of like took him off course.
You know, I saw pictures of Wade with an afro in a basketball jersey today, so when he talks about vertical, I actually believe him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
You know,
played
fun
basketball
story,
for 2 weeks. I hated it.
The first time, not the first time, but like within the first month of being able to dunk a basketball, I dunked one on our neighborhood community like hoop, and I guess it wasn't really built for that because the thing snapped off, but I still had my forward momentum, and it doesn't look as cool as it does in the NBA when you break a rim. For me, when I broke the rim, I jumped up, dunked, but then my legs kept going as the rim broke, and I fell and landed on my head and knocked myself out. And instead of helping me, my friend sat there and laughed at me while I was unconscious for a couple minutes or a minute or a second, however long it was. I don't know. All I know is when I came to, I was laying on the ground with the rim around my neck, people laughing at me, and the ball had rolled like, I don't know, a couple 100 feet away because
They
it was like a
laughed at
downhill
you?
slope. They
Well,
just laughed. They did
that's-
not try to help me. They
that's
just
funny.
laughed.
I would laugh as well.
messed
The
up.
closest thing to bad like that I have is, like I said, jump up, grab the net, and I did the whole like go to the you're inside the hoop and you like a couple of chin ups inside the hoop, and then you let go, but because the net is all like wrapped around you as you go down, it was actually wrapped around my hand. So when I went down, it like fucked up my arm. It was like on the way down because it didn't let go of me being up there, and yeah, because I'm sorry, but I don't touch the ground from hanging from a net. So like,
shocked.
then I fell, and then but
I
it was
have,
nothing as dramatic as that.
I think I have some evidence in the Discord.
I actually found a video of it. I found the video of the exact event that Scott was talking about.
Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ!
That video.
Oh.
So funny.
It's a picture.
Oh,
of
that was the
a,
vine I was thinking about. Ah!
There's a video of a it looks to be a toddler, but it's actually Scott dunking on a Fisher
It's
Price
full
hoop.
grown Scott. It's Scott last week, actually.
Brittany, tell them how tall I am. Come tell them. You wouldn't lie.
You know why you and Brittany get along? She can't get short with you because she can't get to your level.
You know
Listen,
what? I'm sorry.
Brittany's
That's not.
family is so short. Like
That's-
her dad's
That's
like
not an
5'5".
actual
5 feet tall.
picture of Scott. This is this picture of Scott without the beard. There you go.
Did you guys know Scott's actually
There you go.
2 feet tall and Brittany's 9 feet tall?
Brittany's a whole foot shorter than me. She's friggin' tiny. She's 4'11".
Clearly not. She picks you up and holds you like a baby.
No, I can actually literally pick her up and hold her like a baby.
Yeah, so you're just flipping the thing I just said
yeah,
so
you're
that you
getting
feel like you're
confused.
taller.
No,
but
no,
we all know the
I
truth.
I literally can. It's one of those things where we often talk about. I'm like, I wonder what it's like to be an adult and just to be picked up and carried like I'm not an adult. Because
That's
like,
a real thing
'cause-
you wonder. You talk to me about that.
well, she's in her 30s and I can pick her up and carry her like she's not like she's a child, and it's just funny.
I was
because I'm
so
like,
tall as a kid that when I was 9 years old, I was no longer allowed to go to the McDonald's play places because I was too big for the tubes. So all of my friends were like going and playing on the McDonald's play place, and I wasn't allowed to because I was too big.
Real talk though, how often do they clean those things? Like how
Never.
do you
As
do
a
it?
kid, you don't care. You just come home and get your family sick.
That's
Yeah,
not
you're not
true.
wrong.
Occasionally, you'd find a chicken nugget or a diaper or something in them.
no, do you eat both of them?
As a kid, I might have. I don't remember.
Yeah, I dunk one in the other and then I
You got a
Like
little
the
nugget
poop
on my
joke.
special
diaper.
sauce. It's like, Mom, can I go to the playpen and get the special sauce?
You got the Szechuan sauce was
The
good.
Szechuan.
Szechuan's
Yeah, but he was talking about the
sauce.
playpen in his Catholic church. You know, he was looking for a different special sauce.
Yeah.
You should try the
yeah,
shit from Juan's diaper, the Sichuan sauce.
no. Szechuan.
Thank you guys for coming out
I'll
and
look
hanging
that
out
up.
with us tonight.
That was the after show, right?
We haven't started the after show yet.
Oh, I thought we wrapped up
Did
after
we
I said my
start the-
goodbyes.
the
Hey,
regular
Let's wrap it
show?
up.
All of
Let's do
yeah, I
outro.
know.
Who are we talking to right now?
Outro
Hey,
time.
Hey, guys, did you like the after show last week? Chat, did you guys appreciate last week's after show? I figured you'd like that one. It was intense.
I don't remember
It was
it.
intense. It was
What
Really?
we do?
it was pretty intense. We actually got into some pretty serious shit. It went on for a while. It was pretty good.
I feel
pretty
like people have never got their money's worth from that after show, if I'm guessing right.
I don't know. I feel like we actually touched on some pretty good bases. Speaking of touching on bases, Messy, where can people find you?
Twitch.tv/Messi was taken.
Like bases were taken because I was stealing it. That's a baseball.
You're going to be opening the new Twitch channel, Dr. Octa, very soon.
Twitch.tv/Messi was taken 2. Make sure you sub to that one.
Wait. Twitch.tv/Messi was taken to Dr. Octa?
No, just 2. The number 2.
You were taken to the Dr. Octa.
He was
do you
taking
mean, the
a number
news?
2?
Yeah, was taken 2. Yeah.
Taking a number 2?
No, just Messi was taken 2.
I'm so
Second
confused.
one.
I'm not on the same
Yeah,
page as
I
any of you
don't-
guys.
Yeah.
I might be on the
me
same
either.
page as Ethan Hunt though.
It's
Yeah.
it's my Twitch URL, and you add the number 2 to it, and that's my second channel.
That's too many numbers for me.
See, Wade, I feel like I'm
Number.
Wade, I feel like I'm on the same page, but in a different book. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I'll just forget that. Then I'll delete the second channel for you guys. So I actually,
you.
I started with a few buddies of mine. We started a Minecraft SMP server.
That's
it's been
right.
really
You're in a
fun. lawsuit. Yeah, I am in a lawsuit. I
Yeah,
already
but to be
told you
fair
about
though,
that.
you shouldn't have been that close to the school doing any of those activities anyways.
Right. Yeah, but also it's not me. I'm a witness.
Can I get a witness?
Yeah,
It's a
sure.
Minecraft server where there's laws.
Yeah. We invited a bunch of our streamer friends and friends of streamers. We
And they're all going
hang
to
out.
jail, and you can help them get there.
Well, not all of us. just maybe-
Lock them up! Lock them up! No, is it no? Okay.
Anyway, so I'll be
the
streaming that
doctor.
soon. I manage that server. I run it. I do all the back end stuff. It's really exciting. really
Yeah,
fun,
you
so
do.
Check it out. Check out everyone who streams on it too. I know Dunn streams on it like daily. So follow him if you want to see that, because he does it way more than I do. But it's been really fun. You should try it out, Daleric. I think you'll love Minecraft.
Listen, I will totally check it out because I hear you're good at doing the back end stuff. So I'm definitely going to check it out.
Yep.
Reno, would you like to follow up the back end stuff?
Nope. I don't know how I could follow that up. It's fine.
I mean,
I'm
There's
Rena the
multiple
Destroyer.
ends.
That's all you need to know.
Rena destroys the back. No. Go ahead.
See, I shouldn't have.
Wedding night was
at
the best night
beginning.
they ever had. All downhill from there.
Rena, you should complain about Minecraft server.
Okay.
Who plays Minecraft? It's like poor graphics Legos.
Molly and I met on Minecraft, and we spent the first 6 months of our relationship playing Minecraft.
That's why
and
her
probably spent
standards
our
are
time-
low. She's clearly half blind. She's like, oh, these things look like shit. Can't tell the difference.
I'm a trophy husband. Thank you very much.
A trophy husband. Really? Where's the trophy? Does it look like this?
I can't read that. It's too sorry. It's too blurry.
Smallest man. Wow, Scott, you got that all on your own?
Oh, Scott, did someone make that for you? Oh, it says
Christ-like award?
Christ.
Oh,
Wow.
You rob a church?
it was given to me by a priest.
Oh,
Why?
Kitty's alive and well.
Scott, is that you?
When I was still
We take a closer look at that.
Well, when I was managing a restaurant still, this guy came in and we were just like chatting for a while because I don't know, that's what you do when you manage restaurants, you talk to people. And we just like talked about a bunch of like life stuff. And then after like a long fucking time of talking, because it was a slow night, he eventually was like, "Hold on, I have something in my car I think you deserve." And he went to his car and he came back with that little statue and he gave it to me. And I'm a lifelong atheist and I'm just like laughing to myself. And I'm like, "Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. I will cherish this for the rest of my life." It's been 10 years. I still got it. I'm going to die with this thing. Okay. Like, this is my ticket. Like, I got a golden ticket. You know, like this is my way in. Like, I make Jeebus jokes all the time. That shit ain't real. And this is my ticket in case I'm wrong.
Okay,
I'm
so-
sure that we're all the captains in our own story, Scott.
So, Rita, is there anything else you destroy?
You see what Josh said? This is the weirdest sign off arena. ever.
Yes, I was gonna say that. No, just games and stuff. I stream over on my
Allie's-
channel if you want to check it out. If not, that's cool too. But follow everybody else here because despite
I wouldn't.
God's shortness, I still enjoy all of their company.
When I can see him, when he's standing.
Hey Josh, come play my Minecraft server.
There's a massive fucking spider on my foot. You guys keep going.
Ew.
I like the
Wait,
movement of the
where can
camera.
people
It's
find
nice
you?
to see your disappointment all the time now, Arena. We can see like the discomfort and disappointment in your face at all times.
It's up close and personal.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
I
no
shouldn't-
longer like a side angle of
Maybe
like
I
I can
shouldn't
look
have
away.
a camera anymore. I'm gonna take it away.
Now we can actually feel the shame that we inflict.
It's too close.
Wait, what are you doing on where can people find you?
Who the fuck said that?
Well, I'm a psychopath who's delegated to the basement, and I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/minion777.
Can I ask why the 777 live?
Because whenever I made my original gamer tag, I stole the name Minion from Twisted Metal 2. It was a
Okay.
character you could use a cheat.
That's the clown
Yes.
game, the clown band
And,
game.
my PlayStation Network name was like Minion 7, but on YouTube that was taken. So
Oh.
I added a couple more 7s, and I think that was still taken. So then I was just like, fuck, what's something stupid I can put at the beginning of it? Because actually, the only reason I ever made my channel was not to post videos. I made it so that I wasn't commenting on Mark's videos as Wade Barnes. So I was like,
Gotcha.
I'll just be like Lord Minion 777. I don't know who the fuck I am, but I can give Mark a like and give him comments, and like I can support his videos, and no one will know it's me. And then, well, one bad
Now
decision
everyone
led to
knows
another,
who
and
you
here
are.
we are.
It just seems like there's like a strong religious correlation with it, but no.
No, I just wanted like it was more like medieval times Lord Minions. Like I found
gotcha.
it
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
because a minion is just like one of the many like little servants, and Lord Minion I
Eyeball
thought was
guys,
kind of
right?
funny. It made me laugh because it's like Lord of the Minions and just still just a minion
That-
himself. Like
yeah.
you're kind of like the Lord of nothing. So my whole community is like nothing, and so am I. Join it.
Scott, I guess you can keep that award then.
I'm going to.
I started a cult accidentally.
Oh, Scott,
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
the
give
other
it up.
side was
Sorry.
here.
Anecdotally,
No.
it's a camp legally. Legally, I probably
Sorry,
can't-
Scott.
cult.
Legally, you have to give me the award.
He's
then,
not
Scott.
like Christ. He's not
He
like
started a
Christ.
cult.
I
Have you
am
seen my
Christ-like.
YouTube channel? I've risen from the dead more times than Jesus.
That's just because you're bad at Dark Souls.
You see the adpocalypse, boy? Woo, doggy! It's a lot harder to survive that than moving a rock.
Why does everyone keep saying cow?
I don't know.
That's my cult of Wade.
Oh.
There's a little moo, there's a little cow emote too. Whoever put Barbara's getting
Yeah.
banned, but the rest of the emotes are cows.
Okay. Moving on.
Pat, for the love of God, talk.
I am Patrick. I can't really say that there's a cult
Hi,
of Patrick
Patrick.
because that'd be cop, and that's just
A
in
cop
bad
out.
taste
Oh.
this year.
Oh.
You can start a
Hi.
coup and have the cult of Ophelia.
That's already happened, dude. She's more
Oh.
popular than I'll ever be.
I'll have to take a look.
You call
Jesus
yourself
Christ.
acolytes. You can be the acolytes of Patrick. You can be AOP.
Yup. But yeah, I'm going on a journey, an adventure almost,
Cult
Explain.
of
People-
only Patrick. You could be co-op.
or coop, for short. But yeah, I play games. Hi. I'm very low energy because I have a 15-hour drive tomorrow.
Where are you going? What's the address?
The address I don't know. I'm going towards Chicago.
Going towards the Chicago.
We're dropping
So-
off my girlfriend
That's
for
the
Christmas.
Chicago way.
So it's gonna be. We're leaving at 6 a.m. It's gonna be a long ride tomorrow.
You're driving there and back? Or are you
Yes.
staying there? Oh my god. Isn't that the worst?
Yes.
Driving somewhere far away and then going back that same day.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel for you, buddy. Do a driving stream. No, don't do that. That's a terrible idea.
I've done it before. Well, when I've driven down to LA to catch virtual monsters on my phone. Cause it was fun.
Minecraft Earth? Yeah. Yeah.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
Wars.
right.
I try to
That
make a
was
cool
fun.
thing with our first letters of our names, but with RWDMP, the best I could do is like Wade Rump. That's not really what I want our group to be known as. It'd be something
What's the
dump.
team name?
RW
Scott.
Dump, the row dump.
Scott, end the stream.
I've been waiting for.
Just click it.
Okay.
DL Rick. I play games and I
Raid,
DM
raid.
on my channel, twitch.tv/DL Rick. You
Docs
can
is
come
live.
watch me do Dealric
So is Blue.
things.
Steven Spawn, Doxy,
Steven's
Aurorum.
Anthony
Daddy
Jack,
Dice.
Eli Rye McGee, Call Me Carson, Yogscast, Octopimp, The
Ethan
Completionist.
Hunt.
No, Ethan's not streaming.
Bye, everybody.
Ludwig,
That was a good
Moist
stream. That was a
Critical.
good outro. That was a good stream. I feel good about that.
Everybody be safe. Maybe next week we'll actually get something done, but most likely not because Wade will be here.
Oh yeah, Mr. Happening.
Who we rating?
Happening.
Bye, everybody. Go say hi to our friends out there.
Who we
Who's our
rating?
friend?
No rating?
Steve.
Oh, we are rating. We're rating Steve.